evening, everybody, and welcome. I am Ketchup.
I am Mustard.
And you're watching Week 5 of the Mortal Kombat X Pro League presented by ESL. Well, once again, we have a really good week lined up for you guys, both EU and NA, every single week as it seems to go now. Season 3 has such a big player base and a good netcode to play in. I mean, we have so many good matches lined up, and this week is no exception. We're going to have Sackron making his return, Irish Mantis coming fresh off his win last week, coming straight in, making another top 8, and could easily get that semi-final placement to get the points that he needs to make it to the finals. But before I get into too much detail, Mustard, what is the ESL Mortal Kombat X Pro League?
The Pro League for Mortal Kombat X is a weekly string of tournaments. We have 8 weeks in total. We're on week 5 now, so we're past the halfway point, but every week players do play for $1,000 in total prize money and placement points. I'll quickly show you in a second just how that's distributed through the players. Obviously, the higher you place, the more points you earn, the more money you earn, but really it is about the points at this mark in the tournament, because the more points you earn, the higher chance you have of getting sent to the Season 3 finals, where you play for $200,000, which is absolutely incredible, especially for weekly $1,000. Points are really important, but we are at a point in the league where it is anything goes. We have some players are really looking good for really making the finals, and some of them are pretty much guaranteed at this point. You know, Foxy, Madsen as usual, kind of looking good. Sackron looking good. Irish Mantis looking really good for making the finals.
I mean, getting those guaranteed 100 points last week for taking that win was game-changing for him, I think. I mean, I think across both regions.
When you go from 50 points to 150
exactly.
in an evening.
Exactly. So, I mean, Sackron, Madsen and Foxy almost confirmed at this point. I mean, Foxy very much so. I mean, he's on 300 points right now. So these guys are looking really strong. And we have some of the upcoming players also sneaking in this week. However, guys, once again, we're going to be paying very close attention to how Twitter and social media is going to be going on throughout the night. And monitoring that is the one and only Mo Sassenach.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Like Ketchup said, I'm Mo Sassenach, and I will be your social media correspondent for this evening. As always, if you want to keep up with anything Mortal Kombat Pro League related, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. And of course, you can tweet me any questions, any predictions, or any general chit-chat about the league using the hashtag MKXProLeague. As always, we have another raffle this week, but I shall announce the winner from last week. Congratulations to Chavez Khan. We shall have that on the way to you as soon as possible. But if you want to be within a chance of winning another pro player pack again this week, you can go to esl.gg/MKXComp and register there.
Cool. So best of luck to everyone who's going to be entering that tonight. I believe we do get about over 1,000 people every week entering for that. So it's pretty tough. It's obviously random chance. So we're going to have a look and see how you guys can win that. Because what's in the pack?
I'm under the impression that for week 8 we have something very secret and very special that's going to be given away.
I wonder what gave you that impression. Something secret and amazing that we may or may not be giving out for the raffle in week 8.
I mean, I've seen what it is for sure. I mean, I'm just going to ruin the surprise right now.
You haven't seen it yet.
But it's pretty cool. You guys want to kick around for week 8, and that's going to be a fantastic giveaway. But once again, guys, we actually have interviews every single week. You guys will know that by now. We're setting up currently an interview with Irish Mantis. We've been able to get Irish Mantis back onto the show. I really want to chat to him about mainly coming off his win from last week, because this guy played insanely well. I mean, upset after upset, really, because he took out Mads in round 1, took out Stoz in round 3, and then Foxy in the Grandfinals. I believe the score was 3-1 as well. It wasn't 3-2.
3-1.
It wasn't like a complete domination, but I mean, he surprised a lot of people that week, and he's got top 8 this week.
Well, let's just take a second to talk about this guy, really, because he is the champion of Celtic Throwdown, which is Ireland's biggest Mortal Kombat X tournament, I believe. He won that with Stunt Double Johnny Cage. He was at Viennality. He was at Test Your Pride as well, I think, and he's been a consistent player on PS4 since launch day. And now, obviously, we've got the Pro League on PS4. He has this chance, and others like him, who couldn't enter the leagues before, to now enter them. And obviously, we've got him, Yupe, Krathen, I know entered a little bit on Xbox, but has really been consistent with it in PS4. To really use this opportunity, now it's moved to PS4, to really grab it with both hands. And here we have Irish Mantis sitting pretty at least 175 points, based on the additional 25 that all these guys have earned today for making top 8. At least 25, who knows? Obviously, if he gets past Dante Demon in round 1, he's got at least more than that. So we're looking really good right now, but especially players like Irish Mantis that have really exploded onto the league. And just look at it. First time entering the Pro League and 4th place on the leaderboard.
Now that's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks of a top 8. And he's climbed up almost immediately, and it kind of really reiterates the importance of placing as high as you can every single season. So you have a little bit of leniency at the start of the league, but as this will spiral out and increase, I mean, we're on week 5 right now, I mean, Foxy's sitting on 300 points. That's a lot. Sonic Fox, I believe, is on 305.
305. So again, they're definitely the top dogs in their regions. But again, if last week showed us anything, is that being on the top of the leaderboard does make you invincible. Let's not forget we had Sonic Fox, Scar, Madzin, and Foxy, the 4 most dominant players in the Pro League by far, all lost last week. Sonic Fox and Scar didn't make top 8. Foxy fell at the last hurdle. Madzin lost to Irish Madness. But speaking of Irish Madness, I do believe we have our Skype interview ready to go. Are you there, my friend?
I am indeed. Nice to see you again.
This evening.
I'm feeling grand. How are you feeling?
I'm not too bad, thank you very much. So Ketchup said earlier, you actually last week beat Europeans 2 top seeds, Foxy and Madzin. How does that leave you feeling coming into this week?
It's a mix of both emotions, because I'm feeling both, like, obviously I'm feeling like really chuffed, really amped up, because like, wow, I bet the 2 best in a row. But now there's a huge expectation on my head, and everyone's expecting me to take them out, and that's crazy. It's scary, it's good, it's bad, it's all the mixed emotions, it's whatever, you know.
Absolutely. Now, you got top 8 once again. That's obviously why you're here. I do believe you had to take out Flet to get into top 8. Was that a Johnny Cage mirror again?
Yes, it was. I think the Russian Johnny Cage players will begin to hate me from this point on.
Was that A-list and stunt double?
It was indeed.
My word, again, man. Again, these top tier S players always picking A-list. But do you think that's a matchup thing, or is that just a comfort that you're just confident in the matchup?
As in with SD versus A-list. Well, I play good. I play Azotamazi a lot, and I play Saraka, who lately.
Oh yeah, of course.
A-list. So like I am getting my matchup knowledge with A-list. So yeah.
I just have one last thing. Oh, sorry, man, I don't want to cut you off. I just have one last question to ask you before we let you go and get prepped for your top 8 match. Obviously, like we've said many times before, you took out Madzin first round, then Stossen from CIS, and then you finished last week big with a win on Foxy Grandpa. Now, you are the only player in the Pro League for Season 3 to ever beat Foxy Grandpa. Riding this momentum into Week 5, how confident do you feel now you've accomplished that, and the Season 3 finals are looking very possible with the amount of points you've currently got, with the amount of weeks to come?
Well, basically, as I said to people, if I win my first match this week, I'd be more excited than when I won the whole ESL last week. Because if I win my first match this week, that leaves me at 200 points, and that's way ahead. Like, I think that pretty much comes close to sealing the deal. So if I win the first match, I'd be really comfortable and confident. So yeah, man, I'm pumped, and we have a tournament coming down the road in Irish, the road to Celtic Throwdown. Just want to throw that out there, May the 7th. So
cool, man. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. Anyone in Ireland, make sure you go check that one out, and you'll get some good games in against people like Irish Mantis and some of the other really, really good Irish players. Best of luck. We'll see you later on this evening. I'm sure you're going to be amped up, ready to go. So, Week 5. We have a whole bunch of good games. Obviously, Irish Mantis versus Dante Demons is going to be his first match. Dante, actually, a real newcomer to top 8. Now, he's been playing the game for about a year, actually. A lot of you guys may not have actually heard of him because he hasn't really made a lot of top 8s in the past, but this is his time to do that.
He's always been entering.
Yeah,
he's always
for
been
sure.
there. It's just the first time actually making it.
Yeah. Now, I believe he started off with Quanchi back in the day. He started off with Quan, played a little bit of Kenshi as well. But I believe going into top 8 this week, he's actually switched up. I believe it's a little bit of, I think maybe Shinnok and Kotal Khan is what I've heard from a lot of people. But that's game number 2. Game number 1 is going to be Foxy Grandpa versus Storm. So the thing about this week is that it's a lot of returning faces. The only new player coming in this week is going to be Dante Demons. Now, Irish Madness, he said it in his interview, and this is going to be a nerve-wracking situation. So by winning this, we'll give him 200 points at a minimum, and he could always place higher. Who knows? Either way, if he gets that, he's going to be in a very, very comfortable situation.
But I feel like this first game is going to set the tone for the rest of the season for Storm. And I said this last time he made top 8, and I'm going to say it again. Storm has earned himself 105 points through 4 top 8 placements, including this one. Irish Mantis is sitting at 175, including this one, with 3. So the fact that Storm has made top 8 so often, like 4 of the 5 weeks he's been in top 8, but unfortunately every time he finds himself in top 8, he's losing in round 1 of top 8. He plays amazingly well on the way there, but unfortunately in Season 3 has seemed to kind of crumble a little bit when the top 8 actually starts. Now, in order for him to be confirmed and still a top contender for season finals, he needs to beat Foxy Grandpa. Foxy Grandpa is sitting pretty at 300. He's laughing. Storm needs to win this match. Now, he plays Takeda, Shiraryu. I don't imagine we'll see him go to Ronin, because Shiraryu is definitely his comfort zone, it's definitely his strongest variation, but that's a variation we've seen Foxy particularly struggle with in tournaments before.
We have, let's not forget Hype Spotting, actually, the Scottish major. Shout out to Afro and the Versus Scotland guys for putting on such a really good tournament right there. Nivek versus Foxy was a really, really good tournament situation there, because it was, I believe Nivek lost originally to as Raiden and then made the switch to Shiraryu.
But he went straight to Shiraryu.
He was margins away from beating Foxy. He came so close to taking him out. And I believe a big part of that is also the matchup of, I don't really think Takeda does that badly versus Melina at all, really. I mean, across Shiraryu and Ronin, I know you said we probably won't see him go for Ronin, but we do know that Storm has actually been playing Ronin to kind of, I guess, have that extra element. We've said time and time again, especially, I believe that if you're going to play Takeda in tournament, I feel like you're actually kind of shooting yourself in the foot by not using both variations, Ronin and Shiraryu together.
It's just nice. So especially with Ronin, you just get that amazing back one mid. I know obviously universally you have the forward one, which is great for Takeda, but that's got a lot of wish punishment potential, especially against Melina with the back one too. But we'll have to wait and see which variation he goes for, because I don't know exactly what the matchup is on paper. Like, so it kind of is a little bit of us theory fighting as we go. We're just going by what we've seen Foxy fight before in Shiraryu with his Melina, and he has struggled before. And looks like he is going straight into Shiraryu. Not a huge surprise. Hopefully Storm can really bring himself to how he used to play and how I'm sure he plays on the way to top 8, because like I said before, this set is so important for him if he wants to actually stand a chance to still make the finals.
So it's going to be Piercing versus Shiraryu. Again, first hit. It's going to be good for both these guys. Oh, the slight walk back once again. I mean, that's such a strong tool from Melina. That small step back into the whiff punish back one. Oh, he's going to hit by the staggered forward one, though. That's going to be a good, respectable damage. Straight into hard to blockable, and that's going to be a full
nice
combo. Oh, hang on. Could he have got more damage than that?
I'm not sure. Still has himself a nice generous life lead so far. Does manage to stay safe from the whiff and JP, so that's not so bad. But that right there is actually really good data for Storm. The fact that he did forward 1-2 on block, into forward 1-2 again, and actually chewed up Melina's back 1-2, that's good for him to know. Not quite sure how consistency that's going to work, but he knows that he has something to answer for that string.
Nice. Oh, I like the reactions there. Just letting go of that teleport. Let's not forget that when Takeda lands his teleport on hit, gets a free mix-up afterwards. Very, very plus on hit.
Has to watch out for the amount of meter Foxy's got, though. Has a breaker, X-ray hit confirm. He has a lot of utility right now with it.
He's going to go in for meter burn. Kunai has the meter to spend. Foxy, I'm not really sure why he got caught by that, but Storm is going to take round number 1. But Foxy's sitting on 3 bars, which means he can be a little bit more risky if he wants to. Nice reactions from Storm. Oh, full combo. Foxy has to break. He has put Storm in the corner, though, so this is a little bit dangerous.
Doesn't go for the 50-50, just leaves himself there.
Foxy's not actually going for an anti-cross-up, I believe. Maybe matchup experience. Maybe that jump kick's kind of hard. Oh, no! Tries to get the repositioning and drops it.
Oh,
the
wow.
conversion of Foxy. Oh, no.
Bad times for Storm to miss that. Gets the 50-50 this time, goes for it. Storm doesn't block, has a break, but he's going to hold on to the bar. I mean, this is Shiraryu. He's got amazing comeback potential, and he needs bar to do it. Even at this health, if he can get one hit on Foxy, he's not going to hit a breaker. But no, that's going to be round.
We see that time and time again, where players will get hit by that restand and will then challenge it and try and move and just get hit outright by Foxy's back one. We see that all the time. I'm not sure it's a great option to go for.
Storm's sitting pretty at 3 bars though. Foxy building so much meter though. Oh, gets a nice hit confirm.
Whiffing that jump in normal. Free punish for Foxy on that back one.
No. Storm gets a little bit too far ahead of himself. That's going to be a full corner combo for Foxy. Into restand, into guaranteed back 1-2, but is he going to know? Is he going to go for the throw? No, just enforces the back 1-2 game once again.
Doesn't go for the 50-50, tries anti-cross, and that's exactly why Foxy spent the majority of the set just taking that block, because that one time he tried anti-cross-up, he ate a jump kick. Storm has made comebacks before. Oh, Foxy a little bit anti with the whiff punish.
Has watch out for the jump in. The armor is going to cleanly anti that, and Storm unfortunately going to throw away game 1. Now that was a really good game for both players. I think Storm's getting a little bit too eager though. I think in situations where he really has the potential for a comeback, but he just does something a little bit too brash, like a wayward jump in, or he commits to something a little bit too hard. He had a really good round 1. He got some good reactions, actually. I was going to say reads, but they were more reactions. But unfortunately, once you get punished by Melina and she has you in the corner, you are kind of limited as to how to get out. She hasn't got the greatest corner pressure in the game, but in the corner her damage amplifies significantly. So you have to be really careful when you get hit by anything when your back's in the corner.
Now I think Storm, I don't think he's going to switch switch to Ronan. He's getting a lot of mileage out of the teleport to get around the Sai, and Melina's neutral is so heavily controlled by the speed and recovery of her Sai tosses, especially in piercing. So the fact that you have a teleport that you can let go of on reaction is a very, very powerful tool. Oh no, and right there though, I think just getting a little bit eager. Foxy really having no reason to not just block there. Oh, very risky down to. Oh no, he's going to whiff. One of the things Takeda cannot do, and we say this time and time again.
Drops it again.
Absolutely can never whiff, because if he does, full combo punish. They take a million years to recover those strings.
And that's another jump in, trip guard City. Foxy's going to take this round clean. That's going to be a nice 35%. 3 bars of X-ray, fully stocked. Storm approaching it too. Storm's kind of, again, I think it's the neutral he's really sort of letting himself down. He's getting a little bit too far ahead, and he's just doing unsafe things he doesn't need to do. Oh, gets the low though, commits to the kunai, and Foxy's going to break, leaving him in the corner.
That's that 6 frame down 1. Foxy tries to confirm, doesn't quite get it. Oh no, full hit confirm, that's going to be good damage. NJP, back 1-2 into the restand. If Storm challenges this, he might eat a full combo.
Well, unfortunately,
oh no.
That could be death. No, had to break, keep himself alive, but unfortunately that all started off Storm.
Oh, but
no.
the thing is, Foxy, I think a big part of that was just seeing the meter. I don't think Storm actually had the stamina for that.
And that's going to be a clean out and cross up again. Like, Storm killed himself with that last time, and unfortunately did it again. And that entire sequence started out of Storm trying to down 2 out of him just being minus. He was guaranteed that there wasn't even a mix-up there. It was just he got hit by forward 1 and had to take the follow-up, and he just tried to down 2.
A lot of this does actually seem, I think it's almost the story of Storm's life with Season 3, in that what's losing him a lot of these matches is not respecting things that absolutely have to be respected. And when we use the term respected, obviously we basically mean that you know something is an option. If you have to hold something, like if you get hit by something and you have to hold the follow-up, be it a block string, a special move, whatever, you have to block it. If you disrespect it, you challenge it. And sometimes you just can't do it because you'll eat damage for free.
Well, the thing is, if you're challenging it, and it's something that's guaranteed, it's because you're expecting the opponent to mess it up. And Foxy is not going to do that. If he gets his back 1-2 restand, there is no way he's mistiming that guaranteed back 1. And if you're going to disrespect it, you just assume he's going to do that.
The one thing Storm is respecting is every time he does a low poke on block, he knows that Foxy's going to pretty much get a free back 1 check. So at least he's holding that.
Foxy didn't even get the first bar, and he's already built himself a breaker, and he's going to use it on the armor and going to get a nice hit. Storm forced to break early.
Has to be careful with how he gets out of the corner. The teleport is the most obvious option. Nice hit confirming the telly. Gets the overhead, and that's going to be good pressure.
Nice meter build as well. Keeps himself in the game a little bit there. Approaching a breaker. Storm's he's going to have enough meter to break if he wants to in this round if he gets hit again. But he has to be careful. If he spends a bar on the mix-up, he's not going to have that opportunity, but he can hit confirm into some meatless damage. But Foxy built another breaker.
Oh no, against most characters you can get away with that. But unfortunately, when that's back 1 range on Melina, you're going to eat a full combo for whiffing that string. Normally so safe.
Now, again, that's sort of an extra layer to the mix-up we were talking about. Is when the restand is guaranteed, and you know you have to hold Melina's back 1-2. Once Foxy knows you're blocking that because you have to, he's going to start throwing you because he knows you're blocking. He's going to start going for forward 1s instead and making you force to 50-50.
That was actually extremely ballsy for Foxy to kind of just run in there and back 1 him when he was charging the teleport. But I think he's got Storm so worried to commit to the teleport now. I think Foxy realizes he can just run straight in.
Just like that, build himself a bar again. Oh, baits the ball this time, gonna get a full punish. Storm cannot drop this, gets him in the corner, 25% damage. Oh, nice setup for a throw, gonna throw straight back into the corner as well.
Could have been risky though. If that went pear-shaped, he would have been straight in the corner.
But I like how Storm isn't letting himself get too flustered.
That's going to be nice, respectable damage. Oh no, he drops the
follow-up.
follow-up. Was he trying to do something?
With the full string!
That could be it. That's going to be restand, and the next play could very well send Foxy into semi-finals.
Oh no, and uses just meter burn spear.
Ouch.
I didn't even know the kick itself brutality. Don't even see that go into the side.
Well, Foxy is going to move into semi-finals very, very comfortably. 3-0 against Storm. Now the problem is,
drop the right end, dropping the
right
ender into a whiff string from maximum delay wake up. That's just not something you can really do with Takeda. Well, you have to wait for it.
Storm was definitely going for something different there. He was going for a different option because the conventional combo ender would have basically kept him in the corner and put Melina mid-screen, which is exactly where she wants to be. As Takeda, if you've got meter burn whip, you can obviously reposition because he throws them over his head. You can do sometimes you can do run under, jump kick or whatever, and it just didn't work out. Whether it was just an executional error, whether his brain just frazzled under the tournament pressure, and sometimes you just kind of forget what move you're trying to do because your brain will say, right, do this move you don't normally do because it's a corner repositioning situation. Like, who knows what happened?
I mean,
either way,
I do suppose. I mean, he was in a situation where
right there
he could have just ran out of the corner and then did his 1-1-2. But I think because he dropped it earlier in the set, he probably second-guessed it, probably hesitated, and just opted not to do it in a situation where, again, it should have been the go-to thing. But that's when you start to doubt yourself. If you start having execution areas you don't normally have, or if you start playing differently to the way you normally do, and you let that affect you in the middle of a match, you are going to start doing things you shouldn't do because you just don't trust your ability to do it. I'm not saying that's obviously what Storm is thinking. That's just an educated guess based on having seen him play for over 12 months at this point.
So unfortunately, Storm is going to go out round 1 of top 8 again. I mean, let's not forget, by making these top 8s, he's getting himself at least 25 points each time. The danger is we're now finding ourselves in a situation where his competition is starting to place higher than he is. So although he's made, I mean, this is his 4th top 8 in 5 weeks. That's normally amazing consistency. However, because he's going out in the top 8 originally, he's not getting the next level of those points. So when you've got players like Foxy, Madsen, Sacron, and even Irish Mantis at this point, those places are getting overtaken extremely quickly. And let's not forget that his competition in someone like Boki, who has also made top 8, if he takes out Mads in round 1, Boki could easily just completely overtake Storm. I mean, if he hasn't overtaken Storm already, because Boki has made it into semi-finals before. He's had less top 8s, but he's placed slightly higher.
But that's where the difference comes down to, really. Like there is a clean 25 points between every single area, so you have to be placing highly if you want to make it really count. Because at this point, it's not even just Storm that's at risk. Vladdy managed to get 2nd place in week 1, started himself on really strong, made a couple of top 8s, but unfortunately hasn't been in top 8 really a lot at all.
He's getting overtaken.
So he has already been overtaken by a bunch of players. Madsen's taken over him. Irish Madness has taken over him. And he had really strong showings early on, just really showing kind of how cutthroat Season 3 is showing to be so far. Because you can place really well in a couple of weeks, but if you can't maintain that consistency, you are going to struggle and you are going to get overtaken by players who simply can.
So we're getting set up our 2nd game. It's going to be Dante Demons versus Irish Mantis. These guys are just checking their buttons, making sure everything's good to go once again. But I mean, so we talked about Dante, how this is his first time making a top 8. He's been playing the game for a year, and this is his first time to really kind of show us all what he can do. You know, he took out Jinminene to get his top 8. The really, really good Cyprus Scorpion player with godlike execution. You know, these amazing setups. We saw him in the Challenger Cup. Unfortunately, fell to Foxy in Grandfinals, but gave us a really, really, really good display of just what he can do. And Dante did take him out, so huge congratulations to him for doing that to get into top 8. However, I think against Irish Mantis, it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle because just like this, Johnny Cage, Irish Mantis' character of choice, but it isn't actually A-list. So those of you, you'll know him by now, you know him as a stunt double player, but the conventional Johnny Cage pick is generally seen to be A-list. It's very, you know, conventional, good jailing, good pressure, good meterless damage. Stunt double, though, I think is very overlooked. It's one of those overlooked variations which, by its own merits, has some absolutely amazing stuff to it. Like, it's really, really powerful. It's just different to A-list.
Well, I mean, it really is what the variation system's all about. Stunt double is similar in terms of they both want to get pressure, but stunt double doesn't have to use meter to do it. Stamina even doesn't have to use stamina to get the pressure going. Has to use clones to do it, but his downside is he only has 2 doubles at any time, and obviously there's a large cooldown in between them. So, again, similar ideas, but very different ways to actually play them. Now, it looks like we have Dante going some War God Kurtle Khan. Now, this is something this is a very CIS matchup we used to see a lot in Season 2.
Johnny Cage versus Kurtle Khan.
Johnny Cage and Kurtle Khan.
Blast from the past.
Irishman is retaining his Leprechaun player card.
I hope he never changes it. He has the most Irish character card known to man. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so first hit for this, massive. If you get the right like that, if you get the first hit against Kurtle Khan, I mean, that down 4 was amazing because it's almost the back one, the 9-frame advancing mid that Kurtle has. You're normally so used to just getting that for free, but the low profiling down 4 is going to contest with that. Now, here's another element to the matchup. The stunt double Johnny Cage gets a straight force ball. Combining that with his doubles does actually get a nice element of keep away.
Dante, nice job respecting the plus frames of the clone kick.
Nice backdash as well, just to whiff punish. Good punish there from Dante.
Trying to bait. You can tell Irish Mantis is trying to bait the armor here. Oh, wow, nice kick confirming the forward 3 into meter by nut punch.
And that break is going to set up the doubles. Now, he has got one stocked ready to go. This could be a zoning tool. This could be a trip guard. And there's the plus frames. He is going to sit there and block. And that's one of the things that really opens up so many grabs for stunt double.
Well, that's it. Every time you hit a straight kick, you have to block. So as soon as he knows you're going to be blocking, he's going to enforce that and go for throws early, which is going to make you try, take the throws when you're going to get hit by his follow-up.
This round is still anyone's. Oh, Irish Man is getting tagged by one of them. Going in for the plus frames. Dante trying to backdash. Now, here's the danger. You normally can't really backdash in that situation, so that absolutely could cost him later on. Oh, wow. Armor meets armor. However, Irish Mantis does have him in the corner, and this is hard to blockable town.
Dante does manage to actually play really patient for the entire round. Really well played by him, to be honest. Didn't go for the armor too often. I know, especially like just the threat of it being there is enough to make you hesitate, especially early in a set. But we're gonna have to see him adapt because Irish Madness is getting just oh wow, oh that was a nice confirm.
That's going to go into reset.
Oh, no.
Oh no, drops the nut punch. Has to hold this one together if he wants to win game number 1.
Oh, that was a nice anti-air. And that's going to be a full confirm if he doesn't drop the nut punch.
Mantis hasn't got a bar of meter, so he's not going to be able to enforce the Hunter block. Oh no, Dante not fuzzy guarding. He's going to get caught, and he is going to save his breaker.
Oh, ouch.
I agree with that. Saving your 3 bars, I mean, Kotal Khan with 3 bars in the last round is very dangerous. That's a lot of reversals, and that's if he takes a risk, he can break.
Still though, if he's in the corner, if he does break and he's still there, that's going to be, oh no, wastes a double though.
I think it was a good decision. I mean, if he stood up and took it, it would have been in a bad situation. Oh no, the repositioning!
Interesting air exchange.
No hit confirm into meter burn sword toss. Oh. And there's the one challenge. That is the one thing. Not a lot is guaranteed of it if you have a really quick reversal like that.
But that was a really good time for him to challenge the armor though. I like how Dante's playing patiently with the launcher. He's not just throwing it out there. He's being intelligent.
Now Irish Madness could make the comeback. Oh!
No, he can't.
Maybe he can't. Okay, so Dante is actually going to take the first game. I think the change to War God's really good. I think Kotal Khan versus Johnny Cage, you have a lot of good tools in the neutral. You have good buttons. I mean, Johnny Cage has some really amazing buttons, and Kotal Khan will kind of compete with that. So Dante, yeah, is going to take game number 1. I think you almost forget that Kotal Khan has a full screen option. You just kind of go X-ray, so what? Bam, full screen counter zoning option. Really good tool.
That was actually quite a surprise. Dante playing very slow, very patient. I mean, you never guessed this guy played Kenshi for the launch of the game, would you?
Almost like he did. So that's going to be game number 1 to Dante. Mantis has to win 3 games to move on, and obviously Dante only has to win 2. So he's going to go straight into stunt double to War God again. I think the main dimension here was catching the far away mimic doubles, and then every single time Dante would actually challenge that, either with a backdash originally, and then we realized that every single time Mantis would press a button, he'd go in with the overhead sword smash to challenge it not only with a backdash, but with an armored reversal to get a full combo.
But really, like, how does he change the approach? Because he's trying to play it from a far distance, and that really isn't working for him. And there's the 50-50, guessing wrong every time.
Oh,
and
no.
Again.
And there he goes. He's going to hit by the reversal. Has to really calm it down.
Throws away his other double, but still trying to get it to recharge. You can tell he's trying to save some time so he can get the doubles up and running, because Kotal Khan probably doesn't have the greatest options at dealing with the clones, like at stopping him from setting up the doubles, but at the same time, if he gets one good read point blank, he's going to throw him away, and that's another 8 seconds before he can call them again.
Oh, was that a punish, or did he press the button?
I believe it was a punish.
That's going to be hard knockdown. Oh no, he tries to go for Mimicry, but what was that, a drop, or was the timer not available?
We talked about this last week. Mimicry is the name of a Shinnok move. We can't use that word. It's doubles.
I think we should definitely start using the term doubles.
There is no we about it.
I will start using the term doubles. Okay. Okay, so round 1 is going to go to Irish Madness. He has him in the corner, and he's sitting on 2 bars. That's hard to blockable central right there.
Trip guards the down 4 just to get his doubles out.
Oh, well, it could have been a very crucial... Oh, nice jump back to challenge. Oh, no.
Gets the 50-50 this time. Irish Madness goes in for the throw. No, he's going to be blocking. But Dante has a lot of bar to work with right now. Oh! Trying to armor break somewhat, I think, but wasn't there in time.
That's going to be a free doubles up right there. He's going to go in, try and play that full screen game again. Oh, you forget about the mid straight kick.
Madsen did last week, and then we saw the brutal because of it. Oh, doesn't get the anti-air. That Kotal jump in too strong.
Kotal definitely having one of the strongest jump ins in the entire game. That's 2 bars. He has to be so careful. 3 bars. This could absolutely be a reversal, and that could be game changing. He has no breaker. Good blocks there.
Oh, whiffs the double.
Oh,
that's
and it's the jump back. Clean.
Now this is looking like a wrap right now, unless he gets a good hit confirm into a reset situation.
He's probably going to bet it all on an overhead sword smash for sure. Oh, and he's going to get tagged by a down 4.
He couldn't. He didn't have the health to absorb it. Armor is armor, but if you haven't got the health, you're still going to die. And Irish Madness takes a very stable game too. This is a very steady set we're seeing so far. Both these guys are playing very, very slow, but I understand it. Like it makes sense. Like why would you just go ham if you're just going to, run into death? You're going to run into Kotal armor. You're going to run into stunt doubles. You're going to put yourself in a really bad situation. I think they're playing it at exactly the pace this matchup needs to be played.
Now, we're seeing a distinct lack of meter burn reversals. Now, that's one of the main things you always see from Kotal Khan, especially in War God.
But the few he's doing are working.
It's not what you said. This guy started off playing Kenshi, and when you play Kenshi, it's a matter of knowing when to use your meter burn rising combos. But let's not forget, this guy played Balanced as well, where Balanced was so crucially built around his meter burn rising karma. Like, you just kind of, when you play that kind of character, you just have an inkling as to when your reversal is going to work, you know?
It's almost like Dante's taking the way he used to play Balance and is almost applying that to the Kotal armor.
Yeah, he's applying that to his reversal game for sure. Oh, I think Dante tried to do... I'm not sure that back two was intentional. He definitely tried to do something else right there. Down 4 cancelled. Oh, he's going to get hit. I'm not sure. That was some kind of buffer.
That's hitting way too often for that to not be a punisher, because it's always off that same special. That must be a punish.
Very, very clean round 1. Now, if he can keep him in the corner, this is where it's more likely that Kotal's going to do something risky, like an overhead sword smash. Oh, he's not going to challenge it. He's going to get... That's the staggers opening up so many grabs,
now,
Irish Madness.
I'm starting to think that Dante needs to start doing more reversals. It's gone from him being slow and sort of, you know, keeping them when he's sure they're going to work, to just never doing them, so Irish Madness isn't even respecting them anymore.
I think that wake-up meter burn uppercut was definitely because Irish Madness probably expected Dante to bait some kind of reversal. Didn't work out, though. He's going to eat the meaty back 1.
Yuko hesitated.
He's... Oh, okay. Using all 3 bars to take the round. That's definitely going to take the round.
I mean, normally I would say this isn't worth it, but he's using so little of this meter. It's almost like, I mean, sure, go for it.
He can't get tagged. Irish Madness is sitting on 2 bars, almost 3. Oh, that could have been a terrible whiff.
But you can tell he went for the punish, but didn't quite get it.
Getting hit by every 50-50. He is going to go for the straight kick. Oh, and there we go. There's the weird sort of repositioning again. Tries to whiff punch with the down 4. There comes the plus frames. Again, Dante is going to sit there and hold it. Challenge it. Finally challenges it, and is going to get tagged for his trumbles. Reasoning as to why you do not challenge Johnny Cage.
Don't think he's got the clones. Oh, there's the time.
Hard to blockable sound. Oh, no, he ran in. I think he expected some kind of low block there.
Well, he went for a standing 1. Do you think he's almost trying to just do like a simple armor break? I would assume that if you're going for the hard to blockable with the overhead and the low, it's still going to armor break, but maybe he just wanted to guarantee it. But again, like Dante's not doing enough armor that it's really something to worry about.
And that's going to be absolutely chip damage. So Irish Madness, he's definitely slowed things down. That's the main adjustment he's made, is that he's kind of just playing at Dante's pace. He's not really sort of... Basically, he's spending a lot more of the neutral ground just kind of waiting around for his moment just to do something on block.
Right, especially when his doubles aren't up. He doesn't go in unless he's got that behind him, and that makes sense. It really does.
That's a lot of matchup knowledge right there. One of the things about Mantis is that he has a lot of matchup knowledge. When you're going to play a character like Johnny Cage, or anyone, when you play them since launch, like Mantis has, you're pretty much going to get, you know, just global matchup knowledge against almost every single character in the game. Again, Kotal Khan being such a popular character as well, especially online. I mean, you're naturally going to get that kind of experience. So this kind of matchup knowledge that we're seeing, where he's only going in and challenging stuff if he has plus frames to kind of enforce and help him bait things like armored reversals, even though what we're really not seeing is any baiting at all.
Oh, that is a bad whiff on the down 2, going to cost him 24% and the first hit bar.
That definitely wasn't an intentional jump distance down 2, but Dante is going to capitalize on it massively.
Do you think that was a punish on the string?
Oh, okay. So he actually, that didn't combo. Mantis just got tagged by the down 4 and then got hit by the overhead. Oh.
That was a really strong round from Dante, just enforcing everything that everyone hates about War God. Just nice, just pokes into 50-50s and he's good at enforcing them.
Oh, another clean jump. This is going so badly for Mantis.
Oh, doesn't respect it. Tries to press buttons between the jump in.
Does recognize the whiff though. Has to make this count. He's going to get the nut punch. That stagger that used to hit everyone. Now, not so much. Ooh, nice punish.
That is definitely a punish. That's just working too often for it to not be.
How many down 4s are you going to take before you get hit by the overhead? That's the question. Eat all of the down 4s in the world, overtaking that overhead. Oh no, tries to anti-air.
Safe, but presses buttons, going to get hit by it. Has to be careful.
Looking really bad. Dante has 2 bars. Very surprised we didn't see an overhead sword smash there. He's going to go in.
Oh, doesn't fuzzy.
And he's going to get the grab. Irish Mantis is 1 round away from moving on into semis.
No, I kind of feel like that should have been a grab tech any day of the week. Like that, the throw was the obvious, like, best thing to do in that situation, but Dante didn't scout it. Match point, Irish Mantis, but Dante's still 1 round away from taking it. Has loads of bar to make it work.
A wake up down 1 against stunt double did work, but I mean, shouldn't have. Oh, there's the reversal. One of the things about War God, covered in gaps when he goes for those 50-50s. Oh no!
It took Irish Mantis a while to recognise that he could do it, but he's remembered now. But again, it costs him. But let's be careful in there again. There's the armor.
Speaking of armor, Dante has got 1 bar left. Is he going to challenge it? There's the stagger. Tries to jump over. That was definitely... Oh, he's going to get the clean hit. Has to make this count.
This could be death if he doesn't get it. Forced to break. No bar now. Oh, that could be that. So close. One more projectile and that is going to be game, and that's going to be a clean anti-air from full screen to catch the jump in.
Very, very, very clean way to finish that up. Just waiting. I mean, to be fair, if you're going to... You always run the risk of just getting caught by the full screen mid straight kick, especially when he's got the double active. And throughout the entire set, he was getting away with a lot of jumps in those situations where it's just like a clutch situation, I kind of need damage. Right as Mantis runs in to do something, he eats a jump in. So in that situation where the jump was the most likely, that's when Mantis went in for that anti-air, just to clean win. Absolutely. Really well played, I think.
Well, I mean, again, like that's not something you could have done in A-list at all.
No,
because it was the fact that stunt double projects the doubles ahead of Johnny Cage. He stays at out of harm's way when he does them. That was only really possible utilizing, again, the variations powers. And that's what I like seeing when we have so many players using the same character, but different variations entirely. So that's where we get to see this sort of matchup dependent changing tech, I suppose.
Well, we're starting to see week after week, the players that explore the variations. There are some variations that, although they're not played loads, they are still very strong. Stunt double kind of, I think at this point, one of the strongest examples of that, absolutely. I mean, A-list is a really good variation, but stunt double just has tools that A-list doesn't, and vice versa. They both have a strong place in the game, and that play right there where we would see Dante challenge with the meter burn overhead sword smash, we actually saw that less and less throughout the course of the set.
It's because he just stopped doing them. I think that there is being careful and using the fact that you have that threat to your advantage, and then there's overdoing it and never going for it. By basically assuming they're going to respect the character more than they're going to respect you, and that just didn't happen. Irish Mantis in round 1, obviously game 1, he lost that through not respecting armor, and he obviously got launched through a frame trap. But as soon as he saw that Dante wasn't doing that anymore, he just, again, like right at the end of the last match, just in case we see it, he was staggering against a Kotal with a bar, because he knew, well, he's got the bar, but he's not used it until now, so why respect the option?
You're normally used to seeing so many Kotal Khans go absolutely ham, absolutely ham with that meter burn reversal, and the couple of times Dante went for it, it did work. We actually didn't really see a single blocked and punished overhead sword smash, so it was really well played from Dante. But while we get our third game set up, Sasnak, what's going on the Twitter front?
We've had some lovely tweets from all of you guys tonight, but just before I get into those, remember, if you want to join the conversation tonight, tweet me your questions, predictions for the match, or just general chit-chat, you can use the hashtag MKXProLeague. Also, to enter our raffle, you can go to esl.gg/MKXComp. You can be within a chance of winning the lovely pro player kit. You guys know what's in that by now. Lots of lovely goodies in there. So we have a tweet from Alex Perkins, who is very much rooting for Irish Mantis and Sacron tonight. He says, Irish Mantis and Sacron, come on, let's go, excited, both brilliant fighters. We also have a tweet from CR Mindset, all the way from America. He says, when Irish Mantis speaks, I got nothing. I guess the Irish accent is a little bit hard to understand for them.
CR Mindset, man. Shout out to that guy.
I mean, really, I think CR are having quite a year, are they not? I mean, obviously we've got CR, Critical Reaction, Team in America, sponsor of Sonic Fox, sponsor of Dragon, Honeybee, Biohazard, White Boy, Wound Cowboy. The list goes on, truly it does. Obviously it's Rakamaka as well for Season 2 finals, and they've had a really, really strong year. And I think we used to see a lot of clans in Mortal Kombat and Injustice, and now it has gone...
Even before then, clans have existed since the days of Deception, a long time ago.
But it's definitely shifted from clans online, just playing for the, just the standard online clan war stuff, I guess. I mean, I was never part of it, so I never really understood the mindset, to teams, straight up teams that are competing offline. They're doing their thing, that we are seeing more, I guess, on a more esports front. Obviously we've got Elevate picking up Perfect Legend as well, so we are seeing these big teams, these big sponsors get in on the action, and it's really exciting to see.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, there's a lot to play for now, a lot of money, a lot of, to be honest, a lot of global stature. I mean, Sonic Fox being the strongest player in the world he's a known name. Everyone knows him. If you're involved in fighting games even remotely, I mean, you can't not know who this guy is by now. His resume speaks for itself. Kid, child prodigy, just turned 18.
You can't call him that anymore.
He's old enough to buy the game in this country, but probably not in his own at the moment. But I mean, he's getting there. He's almost there. He's so close to doing it.
From child prodigy to prodigy.
to just general prodigy? Because, I mean, his skills are still there. It's just he's slightly losing the kind of child prodigy thing as we go on. So we're getting...
What's our third game?
I was just about to say, getting set up into our third game is going to be Sacron versus Harry Nightmare. This is very, very reminiscent of Season 2 of the CIS League. I mean, these guys always used to clash all the time. Harry Nightmare, for those that don't know, basically dominated the first half of the CIS Pro League with Kombat Sonya. And it was just kind of like very jump heavy, very aggressive, but it just worked. He stuck with his guns, and it carried him really, really far, really well. And he did really well with that. Actually became and was the highest CIS seed going into the Season 2 finals. Unfortunately, he could not make the Season 2 finals, but he did earn the highest amount of points. Now, Sacron is his opponent. These guys have played so many times before. In all honesty, I think Sacron might have the edge here, purely because I believe that Sacron's characters just generally kind of counter the neutral of Harry Nightmare's Sonya. We've never seen Harry Nightmare pick another character. It's always been Sonya. He's very rarely changed from Kombat Ops to Demolition. And other than that, I think the fact that Sacron plays Kung Jin, who deals with jump so well, and air mobility, Katana, I mean, the golden rule of fighting Katana, don't jump. I mean, that's going to counter Sonya really well.
I think, with that in mind, I think it is going to be Katana or Kung Jin. I don't see why he'd go with Aaron Black here. They're definitely his sort of three go-tos, is the Aaron Black, Gunslinger, the Kung Jin, all of them at this point, really. I think the only one we haven't really seen him consistently use is Ancestral.
I'd love to see that. I bet Sacron in casuals has an Ancestral. He just doesn't use it in tournament.
So. But again, we've seen him do very well with Kung Jin. And Kung Jin, a very popular character in general for Season 3 of the Pro League across North America and Europe. Obviously, we've got Gunshow, we've got Slayer, we've got Upkick Spam even in the Challenger Cup over here as well in the UK. But
I would very much like to say shout-outs to Slayer as well for making it into top 8 of North America this week. He's going to get that run back with Sonic Fox almost immediately. So, I mean, hopefully we see some more of that awesome Shaolin sort of really doing what he does best, really. And speaking of Shaolin, that's the one thing we're going to sort of remind you all about Sacron's Kung Jin, and that he's actually not just a Shaolin specialist. Many times in tournament throughout Season 2, Season 2 finals, going into Season 3, he's actually not really... He doesn't really sort of use Shaolin by itself. If he realizes that the neutral tools of Shaolin aren't working, and he's getting a lot of the kind of overhead and low strings, he'll actually make the switch straight to Bojitsu. Now that's exactly straight into Tournament Katana, Royal Storm, and I mean, it's no secret why he's gone for this pick. You absolutely shut down jumps playing as Katana across basically all variations, but Royal Storm is going to get that big damage off every air fan.
Now, Harry Nightmare has not gone Cover Op Sonya. I believe he's gone Demolition.
Probably to contest with the air fans, I suppose.
Maybe, but again, last time we saw Harry Nightmare's Demolition, he seemed a little bit lost. Now, he definitely gets a lot of mileage out of the parry with Cover Ops, and he's obviously going to lose that in Demolition. Now, Demolition we've seen do absolutely amazing work. We've got Mr. Aquari in Europe doing really good stuff with this character. Obviously, Scar in America, as always, doing his thing. But, I mean, Harry Nightmare's Demolition, I don't want to say it's not on par with theirs, but we definitely haven't seen him able to demonstrate quite the same level of dominance that the other Demolition players have been able to at this point in the league.
Oh, Sacron with the delayed back jump into air. I mean, that NJP was definitely an air fan attempt. But I mean, Harry Nightmare, oh, nice. And that's a good reload as well, catching the hit frames on that. And not going in for a combo, just opting to reload instead. I mean, that's the one thing about Demo, right? She needs grenades to be even a remote threat.
Sacron really sort of mixing up, and there's a nice neutral crash from Harry Nightmare and a full punish. Now this is more like it. Full punish on a whiffed air fan.
And that's that splat into the safe reload. And I mean, that's the thing, the grenade is, I mean, she can't really reflect those, can she? I've never even seen her reflect versus the grenade.
I'm not sure. Like, I would assume that the demo player would be able to detonate the grenade upon seeing it just before it hits her. But I don't know.
Really unfortunate. I actually think, are we going to see an X-ray? I mean, he won't be able to break. Is Sacron going to go for it?
He's going to go for 50-50?
He's going to go for
it!
Yes, there we go! The true 50-50 when she gets X-ray. And that was so smart because Harry Nightmare would have broke anything that came after that. The second Sacron even saw the delayed wake-up, that even further cemented the fact that 50-50 into X-ray was going to come. Absolutely.
Now, the reason we say it's a 50-50 is Katana's X-ray is an overhead, and it comes out in 9 frames. She has an unreactable back 3, which is a low. So as soon as Katana is standing in your face when she's got 3 bars, it is a constant 50-50 from the moment she has the bars to when she spends any of it.
Well, I didn't expect the low straight into it. I expected the string that has the low kick. But we didn't even see that. Didn't even give him a chance to block break. Oh, so almost caught that reload, but not quite. Oh, nice. There's the jailing into 50-50. That's one of the strengths of Demo Sonya. Those grenades on block are no joke.
Oh, but of course, because Sakron had to use his X-Ray to win round 1, he hasn't had the largest amount of armored reversals in this round. But again, built himself 2 bars. He's going to have a little bit more to contest with. But Harry Nightmare is going to be recognizing that.
Well, we're seeing in action completely why. Oh no, clean jumping. Has just about built the breaker. Is he going to go? He is indeed.
I mean, right at the start of the round, that's a good time to break. Save yourself the maximum damage, keep yourself in the game. Yes, you lose now on meter, but in this situation, it's going to be really hard for Harry Nightmare to reload his grenades, and Sakron getting with a full B&B right now, knockdown.
Especially when your back's against the wall, reloading these grenades can be borderline impossible, completely difficult to do, and he hasn't even got a bar, so that's going to make life harder as well. Oh no, here comes the Ben fan. Jump back just on prediction of a jump in, but it didn't come. Oh no,
wow.
That might even cement the round. That's a full combo in the corner right there. Harry Nightmare trying to get away with the reload. Unfortunately, can't quite do it. Is that going to be a splat? Straight up full combo. Harry Nightmare is on the brink of losing game number 1. Yep, there we go. Just like that. Challenging the grenade toss.
All because he reloaded in the neutral. That's literally all started because he tried to reload at a situation where he couldn't. And that's a problem Demolition Sonya has against characters with amazing projectiles or just great movement from full screen is... Demolition is great at contesting when she has grenades available. When she has them to throw and she has them to trade, you have to really worry about it. But as soon as they're gone, that reload takes some time. And let's not forget what happened when we saw Foxy Grandpa fight both Mr. Aquari and Harry Nightmare. They run out of grenades. They can't reload. Dive kick punishes it on reaction. Sais do a good job of shutting it down. And again, Sakron is doing that with Katana. Just fan toss. Can't reload.
It's definitely why when you see competitive Demolition Sonya players play in tournament, they will sacrifice all the damage in the world just to get that reload on deck because they need the grenades. I mean, if you use all your grenades mid-combo or you opt to just go for a grenadeless combo to try and get damage, what do you do when the combo's over? I mean, you have nothing to get the next hit with.
Clean 30%. Nice way to start off the round.
There is going to be a trade, but unfortunately he got tagged. Oh, he is going to get the 50-50 though. That's going to be 1 grenade. He's going to sacrifice the damage, get the knockdown. 21% into 3 grenades. I mean, you're going to have to take those kind of trades playing demo.
Well, that's exactly what you just said. You know, you have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of damage just to get these grenades back.
Oh no. Oh, I wonder if Katana can punish that dive kick.
I would assume so, but that's gonna get baited and Harry Nightmare. No punish. That is.
I'm not sure what that was. That was an absolute guaranteed punish, but wasn't even taken an NJP. Was that an executional error?
I mean, it's been a little bit of a scramble in terms of punishes so far, but that's kind of all that's really lacking so far.
Oh no, drops the combo, and Harry Nightmare is going to be a little bit reluctant to go for that anti-cross up down 2 because of the hover. One of the things that makes Katana so tricky to deal with is the fact that she's very, very hard to anti-air, especially with a standing normal. You try an anti-air, bam, hit with the feint into NJP.
We'll go for the dive kick. Is not going to get scouted out though. Going to block it clean, and that's a down 1 fan to take round 1. I'm not sure I agree with Harry Nightmare using his only bar meter in the corner there though to try and just get himself out. He is now severely down on life. It's going to take him a while to... Oh, that's going to be a full jumping punch as well. Full combo damage coming out. He's not have a break for quite some time.
Ooh.
Lucky drop from Sakron, but oh no, just straight reset and another drop.
Literally back-to-back drops right now. 2 combos not taken to their fullest. Very unfortunate. Harry Nightmare is going to put him in the corner. Backdash though, to me again, he has no grenades. He has nothing to work with. And there's the anti-cross up. That's definitely going to be a reload.
Unfortunately, Harry Nightmare is just straight up getting jumped in on here. That's where the bulk of the damage is coming from. He's doing projectiles and they're getting scouted out. He's just not anti-airing properly and he's just eating so much of his damage because of it.
Oh, he is going to catch that overhead. Really nicely done. And again, he's going to have to get the splat into the reload once again. Oh, hello. That's a really good trade. Oh, no, he goes for the grenade. I'm certain that was not intentional.
He could have killed. Forced to break. Wow.
That was such a huge error. I mean, that would have been a full combo into the round, and he gets the reload instead. I mean, yeah, he got another grenade, but I mean...
Oh, wow.
But he isn't going to let it ruin that round. He still played it off.
You'll notice Harry Nightmare threw a close grenade. He read that running, and straight on the money. Oh, but he's going to jump into a fan.
Running straight into an air fan. That's going to be... I mean, it's not only damage that you take from Katana, it's the fact that she will carry you into whatever direction she wants. Oh, the wake-up standing 1 to make that whiff. Interesting decision, but it is going to work.
Oh, doesn't fight to the low. Full combo. 1 bar used on the fan, but this is Katana. She's going to take a lot of damage if she gets you, especially if you're cornered.
Oh, and there's the jailing into overhead. Sakron getting caught by that every single time. Has to go for the reload just to get the grenades, though. He's going to jail it once again. I like that neutral where he takes the step back. Good patience on Harry Nightmare, just waiting for the fan lift.
Oh, that's a full punish. No, that could have been the game, but Sakron lets it drop.
Uh-oh. Is he going to regret that one?
He could do. That's a full grenade reload. Runs into a fan. Harry Nightmare cannot leave the ground right now, though. If he leaves the ground, he's going to run to a fan. That's going to be death. Not quite enough.
Oh, he tried to capitalize. Sakron's going to be taken. No, that reload could have costed everything. Oh, no.
left the ground against Katana, and ouch, he died.
That reload, I mean, it worked. He blocked just in time, but that was not a good time to reload at all. I mean, anything other than that delayed jump would have caught that, for sure. A run into a string, a run into a button, anything would have hit that. He wouldn't have got the reload, and he would have just lost the game. If it was a full combo, he'd have lost. If it was just a fan, he'd have been life down. It would have made it even harder for him to come back.
Well, we know that he has a really good cover ops as well, or at least a very stressful to fight cover ops as well.
Not really against Katana though, I wouldn't think.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you do in this situation? Because the grenades are what are keeping him in the matchup, and they're also what are killing him. But he has gone to demolition, I believe. Yes, you can see the grenades on the thigh.
That thing about cover ops, the dive kick and the air mobility is one of the things that makes cover ops dangerous, and Katana doesn't care about that. She just doesn't care about air mobile characters. That's why Sonic Fox actually made the switch to Katana, or picked her up, all the way back during the Season 1 days, because there was that wave of Tanyas that had godlike air mobility, and he said, Katana just shuts that down. No character can move in the air against Katana, and that's actually why he learned Katana in preparation for the Season 1 finals.
So Sakron 2-0 up right now. Harry Nightmare, again, sort of in a similar situation to Storm, really. Has a decent amount of points, but not enough to guarantee him in the season finals. Sakron, on the other hand, has a lot. He really has accumulated a decent amount over the 5 weeks, and if he wins this, he's going to even further secure that. But Harry Nightmare in a very stressful situation right now.
That was a nice hit confirm though, catching the jump in, realizing it's going to connect, going straight into the dive kick. Oh no, and he drops it again. His execution is really failing him at the moment.
Jumps out of the plus frames, but isn't going to whiff the dive kick as well, and that's a clean neutral jump kick for the splat, and that's a good wake up from Harry Nightmare. Spencer's grenades immediately gets them back, not too bad at all.
Good blocks for Sakron, but he is going to get hit by that delayed grenade detonation. Really, really good at just chewing up those low, just any poke, really. The grenades will just absolutely eat that right up.
Oh, wow, that brash running, especially against the Sonya with a full X-ray parry available. Sakron brings himself to match point, but that was really strong play.
That was a pick of the hut grab right there.
It was indeed.
He's going to go for the grenades, get the damage he can, but the knockback into the safe reload. Oh, nice. It's going to catch, again, that's a strength of demolition, the ability to get a really nice full combo off that poke. Splat into reload once again, has to make it count. Wake up string though, because I think that might be slightly minus, if not 0. So the speed of that string, I mean, Sakron's going, well, at least I'm going to get some kind of wake up thing, because he's blocking. He's waiting for, he might be waiting for me to try and do a wake up, something fast, and that's it. Straight into pressure.
That was good for Harry Nightmare. Knows he's blocking after being jailed for the grenade. That's going to be straight up.
Oh,
wow.
We got hit by the absolute outside of that grenade.
Now, is that an answer Harry Nightmare's going to have to do now? Is instead of Sakron jumping in and floating, if he just does the close grenade, is that going to consistently stop it? And wow, I like this use of close grenade, because it's really stopping Sakron from being able to go in and get these jump-ins that are really causing him problems.
Oh, and there we go. He's going to space it very carefully and just make sure he can trade fan for grenade. If you block the grenade but hit the fan, that's always going to be a fantastic trade for you. Oh no, catching the reload. That's why you don't reload in that situation. You can only take the reload when it's guaranteed.
But he's got no grenades. He has to get them back somehow. But again, we see Sakron with a full X-ray. That's a 50-50. If Harry Nightmare loses about 15% more health, that's going to kill him if he gets hit by the X-ray.
If Harry Nightmare takes one more jump in to try and reload, it's over. He's lost the game. Oh, that's it. No, that's it. That's going to be it. I mean, he's going to knock him down. He might do some kind of plus frame. He's got all the meter in the world to finish it. Is he going to go for the 50-50? Oh, he's trying. Oh, doesn't even. He tries. Doesn't even have to, though. He's going to go straight through. Sakron is going to move on into the semi-finals. And to be honest, I just think it was right there. I think it was reloading it at really bad time. I think that's the crucial Harry Nightmare. Turning the console off. The set is done. Go make a cup of tea or something and move on. Sakron is going to go into the semi-finals. Well,
now,
he is going to be
I'm
either.
going to say, that's not a rage quit. That's just how Harry Nightmare plays. Even in Season 2, as soon as his set was finished, even if he won, he gets that last hit, just turns the game off.
He does it when he wins as well. I mean, like throughout the Season 2 finals, whenever he would win a set, if he won Grand Finals, he'd go, way, turn the console off, go move on and do something else. That's it. Business as usual for Harry Nightmare. But unfortunately, he's going to go home in the first round of top 8. Sakron's going to move on to face the winner of Boki or Madden, which is our next match. But to be honest, I think in that match, it was just the fact that I just don't think Harry Nightmare had an answer for knowing when to reload. I mean, that's kind of like the good and bad thing about demo. The grenades are really strong. The grenades are powerful tools. They give you good meterless damage. They give you good pressure. They can jail into 50-50s. They can give you neutral tools. They can zone. They can counter zone. However, you only have 3 of them, and you have to reload when you've run out. The reload takes a really long time, so if you're going to try and use it in the neutral like that, you're going to eat jump-ins, you're going to eat projectiles, you're going to eat full-screen charges. And on reaction too. I mean, characters with full-screen charges can do it on reaction and just stop you from reloading.
Well, it's not to say that it's an impossible matchup. Like, again, I don't know how it works at a super-duper high level. We can only go really by what we've seen of it at this point, but still, it's something you have to take into consideration. Just because she can't get consistent reloads doesn't mean that she's going to get walked all over. But if you're putting yourself in that situation where you're going to get punished, you're going to get punished, especially at this level of play, especially against someone like Sakron that we've seen time and time again doesn't crumble. You know, Sakron, if there's one thing Sakron can do is keep himself together in clutch situations. Let's not forget Season 2 finals. He had a really close set against Perfect Legend, who surprised everyone with a hat-trick pick. He managed to keep it together.
I'm so happy that he went the hat-trick. I mean, it took everyone by surprise.
He still, we still saw Sakron lose that set, but he did manage to bring it back almost to win. I believe it was almost like a reverse match point situation where PL clutched it out, but then he went on to eliminate Undead Jim, he went on to eliminate Foxy Grandpa, and he kept his composure the entire way. Now, he's still here, he's still entering. He lost very convincingly to Foxy Grandpa in week 2, but here he is again in top 8, showing just as dominant play as we saw from him before. So I think he's here to play. But something that really interests me is this week he's on the same side of the bracket as Madzin.
The run back.
This is... Oh, they have played before, of course, yes. No, it was close. Sakron almost went back.
For me, it's still...
Wait, of course.
Sakron and Madzin was still, for me, the best set of Season 3 for EU.
I am disgusted.
3 to change after change after change. It was such an amazing set. Really enjoyed watching it. But we're going to see it again if Madzin takes out Boki. Now, Boki is one of Storm's training partners. Basically, these guys play together a lot. Boki plays pretty much all Kung Lao. He made a switch to Takeda once against Stozen, and it didn't go very well at all. I think he really should have stayed with Kung Lao in that matchup. But he plays a mixture of Tempest and Buzzsaw. So the variation that we're going to see, I think, is entirely dictated by what character Madzin's going to play. Madzin plays Blood God and Sub-Zero, and even a little bit of Cyber Sub-Zero, although we've never seen it in ESL. But for me, I think it's... If Boki sees Blood God, he's probably going to go Tempest. If Boki sees Grandmaster, he might try and start with Buzzsaw to shut down full screen clone. Or he's going to go straight out for Tempest. Tempest has got specific punishers for the Grandmaster Ice clone. However, if there's one player on the planet that's going to have Kung Lao experience, and just up the ante, it's going to be Madzin. He's played Foxy's Kung Lao for so long, for so many times. Especially, there's also a Sub-Zero player. That's a matchup he's probably played more than anything else in his life.
But he's also beat Foxy's Kung Lao in tournament before as well. Albeit, yes, it was a long time ago. It was versus fighting last year, but still, he's managed to accomplish that, and he's been a consistent player from the start. Lord even knows what characters he's been playing. He's been playing a ton of Johnny Cage lately. Even before last week, he was learning some stunt double. He's been learning some A-list. So I think Madzin's kind of just been trying to play the board to really get a grasp on the new characters that are considered the top characters that he's going to be fighting. You're gonna fight Alien now. You're gonna fight Johnny Cage. You're gonna be you bet damn sure you're gonna be fighting Molinas now. You have to be ready for these characters, and what better way to prepare for a character than to play it yourself,
Well, it's know your enemy, right? If there are loads of characters that you're going to fight, play them and figure, if I was playing that character, what would I do? What would my options be in this situation? And it helps player after player after player. We see so many players that play the board. They'll have their mains, but they'll play a lot of characters just to get that broad matchup experience. And it helps them out. But Madzin is definitely either going to go Blood God or Grandmaster, I think, especially for this matchup. It does do him wonders. He can consistently beat Kung Lao players with Grandmaster and Blood God. It's just... I think when he fights someone that he doesn't fight loads and loads, he seems to go Grandmaster more than Blood God.
And this isn't related to what you're about to say, this is just a quick thought that popped into my head. Can we talk for a second about the journey that has been Madzin in MKX in the last 12 months?
He's come a long way as a player.
He started off Season 1, made a couple of decent placings in the first bit of the season, makes mid-season showdown by the skin of his teeth, wins the mid-season showdown.
Hidden cursor.
Yeah, wins.
He's not giving Boki the chance to choose the variation.
Very smart. Very smart. We've said this before. When you hide the cursor against someone that plays multiple characters and variations, you don't give them the option to counterpick you because they can't see who you're playing. But Madzin wins the mid-season showdown in a really close set with Taco. has a bit of a lackluster showing at the Season 1 finals, explodes in Season 2, places well at EVO, trains for weeks and weeks with us in EVO, especially Foxy, Cheap Eddie, shoutouts to you as well. And here he is in Season 3, 12 months later, one of the most powerful,
Blood God,
one of the most powerful international players. And here he is with Blood God. That was a wonderful armored interrupt by Boki to acknowledge on reaction that is going to punish. And this is quite good for him, because this is a matchup that Madsen used to despise as Blood God Cole.
However, get the bar out of Boki, get a bar for 15%, take that trade every day, getting a clean jump in, that could have been bad. Oh, I believe these guys have actually fought before. They fought in Season 2. Madden actually very, very convincingly defeated Boki with Blood God. A lot of jump-ins to catch the orbiting hat.
There's a plus frames, you respect it. Goes for, oh, there's a nice armed interrupt, but again,
you kind of have to ask yourself, though, was that a worthy trade? That was a lot of damage. They almost traded damage for damage right there.
well, that's why we'll see Madsen. He knows there's a gap there, but if he's got the damage totem up, he'll take that. That's like a 30% disc. And again, oh, nice backdash from Boki. That was really smart.
Let's not forget that backdashers do have invincibility frames.
Oh, punished him. Boki's dead. No, but Madsen drops it.
I'm not sure what that was. Was that back 1-4? Oh! That, yeah, you can't. He's also going to lose his first bar of meter. Round 1 is going to go to Madsen.
Now, Boki, if he backdashed again, probably could have actually legit punished that. But the armor, I understand it as an option when there's like no totem on the screen and he's trying to use that string to get a totem. But when there's already a damage one up, and that was a nice neutral duck.
There we go, purposefully neutral ducking Boki. Oh no, he drops the combo. That could have been a full combo punish. Ever so slightly whiffed by Madsen.
Now, this is a really clean Tempest showing by Boki right now.
He's consistently using the meter burn spin though, and if the damage mitigation totem is up and then he interrupts, it's actually, in my opinion, not worth the trade unless it'll win the round.
Gets that jump in, plus frames. Please respect it.
He has nothing to really interrupt it with, has to be careful. Oh, Madsen's going to spend everything to get that, but Boki is still without the bar. He's going to have time to get a free totem again. It's going to make him hard to kill. Oh, he wants the kill!
Boki is absolutely gone. Is that going to be? No, I thought he was going to go for a stage brutal, but right now Madsen's playing serious. He's playing to win, gets himself a clean game 1. Now, that would be quite an intimidating thing. If I was on the receiving end of that, you've got Madsen, who really kind of put Blood God Kotal Khan on the map back in Season 2. He did end Foxy's massive ESL win streak with this character, albeit in a super close down to the wire set, but that was after Blood God got its much needed buffs to where it is now. But Madsen was really the kind of the pioneer of showing why this was so powerful now. But one thing, I can see it. Make him get 50-50s, catch him without a totem. Quite long meterless combos. Still has armored launcher to interrupt, so he can still kind of do the same thing.
Safe as well.
Safe dive kick if you meter burn it. Like, I can understand it. I can see why. But if I'm fighting Madsen and he normally puts up loads of defense totems, but all of a sudden he's putting out the damage ones. He wants to kill me. He's playing to end this match as fast as possible. And unfortunately for Boki, that's what we did. But that was a really nice whiff punish from Boki into a full combo, meterless launcher, nice 30% damage to give himself a chunky life lead.
And that's what a lot of Bojutsu players will do, just to get that hard knockdown. They love going for that string. And that's one of the things Blood God can do as well. Damage mitigation term into the Blood Offering to get the increased damage, but only do like minimal damage to yourself. Oh, wow, 2 wake up back-to-back down 2s. Oh, that's going to heal him big time. We always make the joke of Madsen. Blood God.
Oh my days, look at that.
Oh my god. And just like that, he's got all of his health back. Oh, and he catches the dive kick.
Boki doesn't even want to break at this point, knows there's no point. No, you're not going to make a comeback on a damage totem Blood God at this point. Takes the round, Madsen. Boki playing really well though. Can't fault him at the moment.
We always make the joke that Blood God Kotal Khan is one of those old school arcade bosses that when you take away one health bar, there's just another one. Like, that's what Blood God does. Like, he's so hard to kill.
So this is his green health bar. Underneath that one's the blue one, then it's the yellow one, and then it's finally the green one.
Injustice sends their regards with the double health bars. Oh, trip guards with the down 4. Oh no, Boki just a bit of a desperation reversal right there.
Oh, whiffs it by
2 pixels. Oh. Isn't going to get as much mileage out of his reversals, the safe reversals. I mean, let's not forget, Bojutsu does have good damage. Oh no! Very crucial combo drop there from Madsen. Hang on, wait, he's gone for the health totem. Is he going for brutality right now?
Yeah.
Oh, he is! Oh, he is! He's fishing for it! Boki's not going to let him... Oh my god, what is he doing?
This is Madsen playing with his food. He wants the brutality. Boki's not going to let him. The question is, does he stick to it?
Oh, he lets him just to get a clean jump. Oh, he might pull it back. He might pull it back. Oh, that's a trip guard. Oh, no. That absolutely was a message. Like, what? It's a tournament saying, like, you're risking throwing away money and points. Why would you just endlessly down 2 in Boki's face? Like,
I'll tell you
that's
why.
confidence.
I'll tell you why. Because he's telling everyone watching right now, I am going to win this set. I am going to win this, and it doesn't matter what you do, because I'm going to... Not only am I going to win, I'm going to kill you in a really unpractical way, for no other reason than I want to.
I mean, that actually could have been quite embarrassing. What? Are you going to let a Blood God whiff like 3 down 2s and the 4th one hits and the brutality happens? We would have made a big deal over that, and he knows it.
Well, the thing is, Madsen's a very passionate player. Anyone that's seen him in person will know what I mean. The pop-offs are real. He is the German people's champion hype machine. He just doesn't want to embrace it. However, he knows that if someone did that to him, it would probably put him off. It would probably really throw him off his game. So if his opponent's going to be the same, then why not? You know, send that mental message. Take it beyond the game.
Oh no, Boki gets the tricky bit but drops the easy bit. Oh no, I'm not sure what that was.
It could have been a meter burn version, but fortunately for Boki, he didn't waste the bar on it.
Nice dive kicking version though, because he knows I don't like that. I would much prefer the 2-1.
Oh, drops his combo. But the thing is, like right as we were saying, maybe it was sort of more of a mental thing to just prove a point. It's working. Boki's dropping a lot of combos now. He's not playing at his fullest.
Damage mitigation tome is going to give Blood God an entire bar of meter back. That's one of the changes he received, where if he blocks, he does build bar, and if he takes damage, he also builds bar. And there we go. It's going to... What?
Oh, this is why. It's Blood God. Did you forget?
Yeah, but I think he didn't. I think he meant to get the meter burn one. I mean, he might eat a wake up spin here.
But if he blocks it, he's dead.
Oh wait, is he gonna go damage? He's gonna go down. Oh, what even? Okay,
He's still wake up spin though. He could have killed himself. He saw it. He saw a totem and still did a wake up spin.
Oh, Madsen's not respecting it. Oh, and he tries to go for the damage mitigation and whiffs the down 2. That's a very costly mistake. Oh, nice run. That's not the first time Boki's ran in there and caught the jump.
Delays the back 3. Oh, but he's getting hit by the down 1 for his troubles. Damage totem's up again.
Oh, to get the stagger. Nice down 1, but that's going to hurt big time in just a simple 5-hit combo. Oh, no. Wake up spin by itself. Nice whiff punish. He's going to have to make this count, but the damage mitigation is active, so he's going to have to hit him a couple more times.
Gets a full 17%. Not too much damage because of the mitigation, but still going to keep him with a life lead.
Boki is definitely going to press this advantage. Oh, and he lets him get away with it. Nice throw tech just to push him still in the health ray.
Keeps himself alive, but at what cost? Block breaker. Smart stuff from Madsen. On another totem.
Oh, and he gets the overhead. So Boki is going to get the 3rd game.
Now, can we talk about how clutch Madsen was at the end? Block breaker. We never see that. Totems at exactly the moment he could just squeeze one in where he was allowed. The sun rays, but Boki he didn't let it put him off. He was just relentless. He kept going in and in and in and in and in because he was putting up totems, because he was putting up sun rays. He was losing his opportunity to stop it. But Madsen, is he going to go straight to Grandmaster?
He's thinking about it. I still think his Blood God could win. He just made a couple of bad calls right there, but he's going to go for Grandmaster. And that's the thing. When you play Blood God and Grandmaster, they are 2 entirely different characters. So when you're fighting him in a set, I mean, you're so mentally comfortable fighting against a Blood God, and then he just completely switches it up and goes for Grandmaster. I mean, how do you adapt to that on the fly? 1 game? I mean, that's why. He's given him 1 game to adapt. Oh, he's going to bag the first hit. Boki is going to do it. Oh, here we go. He's going to get good damage right now. Pushes him into the corner.
I must admit, I really like how Boki's just opted to stick with Kung Lao, with Tempest even. He's definitely playing very clean right now.
Oh, Madsen challenging it. I mean, the meter burn Orbing Hat is not as plus on block as it used to be. Oh, nice dodge there from Boki. Good maneuverability right there. Oh, and he tries to get the jump in, but it does whiff it. I love that advancing forward too, just to chew that clone up. Oh no!
Oh no, that was fortunate for Boki, but a nice hit confirm as well. Down to finish again. Not quite sure why, but it is working for him. Very nearly a round away from tying this one up, and that was a nice head-to-head dive kick.
Boki's definitely decided to wake up, and Madsen's gonna have to really... He's gonna have to turn the dial up. I mean, what he's doing right now is not working. Good patience. Oh no, the down 3 into the button press. You very rarely see that work nowadays. Oh no, there we go. Madsen with the whiff punish. Could have been a full combo, but he isn't going to quite take it. Nice standing one just to knock him out. Definitely a good trade for Madsen right there.
Oh, is he too far away?
Madsen's just going to try and get the hard knockdown. Oh, that could have been an anti-air. Almost a full combo.
That's not on Lau's head. That's a full jumping. That's really bad for Boki. That was a nice break.
Now, if Madsen can keep him in, I actually like the use of teleports. Whenever he sees the clone, he goes for the teleport. Oh, that could have been a grab. That could have been a grab. Oh no, he's going to get just hit by the raw freeze. And that's corner carry once again. Sub-Zero will take you from one side of the screen to the other. Oh! Match point, nice. Madsen.
That was a nice slide. On chip, it would have killed as well. Did it meet to catch a jump, and it would have traded up for the armor. That was guaranteed win, Madsen there. Oh, full jump in.
We're seeing a lot of teleports from Boki.
Gets the hard knockdown again. Ice ball. That was a nice dive kick, but didn't capitalize. Probably a little bit too far away to get the most of it.
Is he going to teleport again? That's oh no, running straight into the clone. Madsen definitely wasn't expecting that. Oh no, that's, yep, absolute death. And are we going to see a brutality? Go on, Madsen, do it for us. Ouch. Brutality. Madsen's going to move on into semi-finals where he is going to get that run back against Sacron.
Now, on the topic of the run back, I am disgusted that I forgot they had that set because, like you said, it was probably the best set we've had on the EU Pro League, arguably of all time. Obviously, we've got Zarakamaka versus Storm Season 2. We've got Madsen versus Foxy Season 2, when Madsen won, obviously. I know they did that a lot, so that's probably something people got quite bored of by the end of it. But especially for Season 3, that's definitely a contender for one of the most, electric sets I think we've had in the Pro League. But they're going to have their chance at a run back. Again, we've seen Sacron. If he hasn't prepared for this, I'll be surprised. I expect another down to the wire 3-2 super close game. But I want to just take a minute to give some props to Boki though for that set, because normally we go on record and say very unorthodox style Kung Lao does kind of get shut down when he fights players that know the matchup very much in depth. But he stuck to his guns, did Tempest, and some very, very tidy play. Very impressed with Boki this week.
It was a lot more conservative. He played a little bit more defensive. That's the thing. Kung Lao is a very, very solid character for just playing a strong neutral game, you know? If you take these giant risks, I mean, yes, the risks will help you if they pay out, but if they don't pay out, it's a full combo, you know, and it's like more risks than you would normally see a Kung Lao take. But in this set, we didn't see it apart from right at the end.
Apart from some spins, but that's Lao. You know, you have to do it to enforce it as a threat. They're only going to respect it if you do it. You know, you can be sure that Madsen saw the spins earlier on, that adjusted how he wanted to attack, which gave Boki a bit more leeway. But you have to be willing to show your opponent you're willing to do that, and Boki did. Unfortunately, he did it a little bit too often, and it did get scouted out, baited, and punished at the end. But still, you know, he did really well.
So, fun little fact. The top 4 that we have for this evening is Foxy, Irish Mantis, Madsen and Sacron.
That sounds like our top 4 point earners so far.
It's almost like it is. I mean, it's going to be Foxy sitting at number 1, Sacron and Madsen actually sitting at the same points. They have the same points as one another, and now Irish Mantis very comfortably being ahead of a lot of other players in that 4th spot. So, I mean, if you ever say why are these guys here, I mean, this week's just going to prove that. The top 4 are our highest earners. That's it. These guys are here to play. So, I mean, that's quite a nice variation of characters too, where we have the sheer character variety of Sacron, where he plays Aaron Black, Kung Jin, and Katana. But you've got Madsen, Blood God, Grandmaster, Irish Mantis with the stunt double, and Foxy with the Melina. I mean, it's that's a lot of variation, even for 4 players.
Yeah, definitely. Now, let's have a look before we go to our first break of the day. Has Twitter been saying anything at all?
They do indeed. I have a couple of questions lined up for you, but just before we get into those, I just want to remind you guys at home that if you want to keep up with everything and anything from the Pro League, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. And also, if you want to get involved in the conversation tonight, if you want me to read your tweets out on stream, maybe, you can use the hashtag MKXProLeague. You can also enter our raffle, another pro player kit up for grabs this week. If you go to esl.gg/MKX, you can enter there. So one of the questions I have for you tonight is from the Gab Standard. He wants to know what you think is the most underrated and overrated variation in the game.
First up, shout outs to Gab Standard, the eternal Melina of the UK.
The original Melina.
The original Melina from the UK. Now, this is quite a complicated answer, so we'll try and keep this one short and sweet, I think.
We could answer this when we come back from the break. How about that?
Yeah, we'll answer that when we come back from the break.
Because then we actually have time to think about it. What was the other question?
Johannes Schneller has asked, is there a reason we don't see very much of Kenshi in the Pro League?
It's not very good, and we'll explain that after the break as well.
Right, okay, wonderful. We're going to go to a very, very quick break, guys, while we set up these next two games, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with some answers, and even more importantly, you'll be back with the top 4 players in our EU Pro League so far. So don't go anywhere, guys, and we'll be right back.
Peggy 18. I fear no gods, Raiden.
That is why you shall lose.
Raiden, the Thunder God. Charged with the protection of mortals, Raiden has led Earthrealm's warriors to crucial Mortal Kombat victories against ruthless invaders. Wielding godlike power, Lord Raiden unleashes his fury through lightning storm attacks and electrifying pressure. Once known as a stoic defender, he now seeks to obliterate those who threaten to destroy all he holds dear.
Show me what you have learned.
In the Master of Storms variation, Raiden uses Static Trap, placing electrified orbs on stage that connect in a bolt of lightning. Maximize the strategic placement of static traps by using different special moves to corner your opponent. On knockdown, quickly place a full lightning trap, down forward B plus right trigger, to punish hasty jumps from the corner or crush your opponent's armored wake-up attacks.
Lightning cuts through the dark.
In the Displacer variation, Raiden can teleport to different stage locations, greatly increasing his mobility and rushdown potential. Use Fork Lightning, Back XB, in combination with enhanced teleports to extend combos and maintain superior stage positioning. Keep in mind Raiden can teleport in front of or behind his enemy, allowing him to continue the onslaught in the corner or bring the fight back to center stage.
Your insolence will be punished.
Raiden's fury is unleashed with high pressure play and new combo strings in the Thunder God variation. His special move Lightning, down back X, can now be dash cancelled, allowing him to extend combos and continue the assault. Watch for the orb to pulse in Raiden's hands before inputting your run, and close the gap between your opponent with Distant Thunder, YXB. Overcharge Raiden's normal attacks by holding down the last input in a combo, effectively juggling a trapped opponent.
Be gone, destroyer!
Raiden's mix-ups are most effective in the corner. Utilize his special moves Shocker, down forward Y plus right trigger, and Electrofly, back forward A, to keep positional advantage in the fight. Curb your opponent's temper with some shock therapy. Today's forecast, victory, with a chance of brutality.
Do not provoke a god.
Raiden wins.
Safeguard Earthrealm with the electrifying Thunder God, Raiden.
Hello everybody, welcome back. You are watching week 5 of the Mortal Kombat X Pro League presented by ESL, where we're going to get right set up. It's going to be Foxy Grandpa versus Irish Mantis. These guys definitely want that run back, and they're preparing for that. But we're going to quickly address a question that was asked by one of our viewers before the break. As a mixture of who do we think is the most overrated and underrated variations.
And straight out. It was 2 individual questions.
It was 2 questions, but I was saying we're going to merge them into one, which is most underrated variation and most overrated variation, and also what do we think of Kenji. That kind of doubles up. Kenji isn't the strongest character in the game. The problem is he has some very difficult matchups. Now, a character being good, a character being strong is kind of dictated by how many good and bad matchups they have. Kenji has quite a few bad matchups, although as a tool set, he has a really good set of matchups. I think against, we could say the weaker characters. There are some characters that actually really struggle to get in on Kenshi, but they're not the characters that you really need to worry about in tournament. I feel like Possessed and Kenjutsu are really good variations, but even they have some tricky matchups.
Yeah, I mean, but it really is down to just the tools they have. I think Kenjutsu plays MKX quite well. Kenjutsu, I think, is, I'm not going to say underrated, because it's been explored a bit, but I think it's definitely a little bit slept on. But, you know, it's good. It's got armor, 50-50s, good mids, all that good stuff. But let's get into our first semi-final of the night, which is going to be Foxy Grandpa and Irish Mantis. These guys played last week in week 4 of the Grand Finals, where, in quite historic fashion, Irish Mantis convincingly defeated Foxy Grandpa 3-1.
3-1 indeed it was. Now, you guys have waited all of, the entire duration of 1 week for this run back, and fortunately, because Irish Mantis and Foxy have both played extremely well this week, here they are, giving you basically the rematch. Foxy would have done his homework. We've spoke to Foxy and Madsen since, and they feel like they know what they did wrong last week, and they're ready to kind of rectify those changes and decide to change up what they should do. However, Madness, he's going to be ready for that. He knows that Foxy's going to be preparing for the run back, so you're going to almost be just as ready last week as you are this week. You're not going to let your guard down in that situation. Now, I'm actually really happy for Irish Madness because he has been able to almost secure himself. Going in, had 175 points, and that was including the 25 he's got for this top 8 placing. Going into semi-finals, though, he is going to bag himself a minimum of 25 more, so he's sitting on 200 points. It's going to make him extremely difficult to overtake because, I mean, we're in week 5.
Especially if he keeps up the level of play and placements that he's had, because I don't think he's hitting it every week. I could be wrong, but at the very least the last 2 weeks he's definitely riding a ton of momentum. Now, it's all well and good for Foxy to go away and say, I know what I did wrong, not going to happen again, I'm going to win next time we fight. But if you think Irish Madness hasn't been continuing to grind this matchup with one man 3 letters from Ireland, who he prepared for this matchup last week, if you think he hasn't continued to practice that in this week, you would definitely be wrong, I would hope. Because he's going to be ready, because he did win last week, but like he said, he knows all eyes are on him this week, he knows there's a high expectation, and already starting off strong.
Oh, and he doesn't have the stamina to sprint in, so that forward dash is going to get scouted out by a grab from Foxy. Actually quite rare. When we watched these guys play before, notoriously hard for them to grab each other.
I mean, I don't think I've seen quite as many throw techs as last week from ESL, especially the week before as well.
Now, this is definitely one of the adjustments. Foxy said to us, pretty much immediately last week, I didn't throw nearly enough size to harass him from full screen. Because if you throw sides, it makes them have to come in. The second they have to come in, they get within back 1-2 range. And that's kind of one of the other elements of Molina. So Foxy definitely playing a strong keep away game. However, he's going to have to break this because Irish Madness is going to manage to slip that net and catch that full combo.
Tries to forward, they're going to get chewed up by back 1.
It's so hard for these guys to grab each other, but speak of the devil, that's kind of a commentator's curse situation, I think.
Well, I mean, that's it though. You can tech all the grabs you want, but it doesn't change the fact that both of these characters have a strong throw game. Even if you tech it, it doesn't mean you're never going to get thrown again.
No! Irish Madness whiffing the down 2, giving Foxy a full combo. Oh, going to run straight in there. Good damage. Uses the forward dash, doesn't need stamina for that.
Oh, presses buttons in between the 1-1. Do you reckon he just thought he was going to stagger the 1?
Maybe. That is actually the play that cost Foxy the tournament last week. Expecting a staggered 1 and getting hit by the full string.
You can tell right now the Mantis just wants to get those doubles in. Oh, clean punish.
That was a very clean punish right there. Good respectable damage into the restand. Foxy sitting on 3 bars, which means he can either be risky or save the bar to kill.
Now Mantis has to be careful because this is one dive kick into X-Ray confirm and he's lost the game. But he's not going to be able to safely get his clones, though he gets his doubles.
He is going to get that guaranteed gel. He's going to get it once again. Oh, he tries to get the hard to blockable, but whiffs it ever so slightly. Foxy with the good throw tech. Oh no, and that's going to be it. Unfortunately, Irish Madness did actually try to go for the hard to blockable, but it whiffed ever so slightly.
I mean, he was just out of range. I mean, do you reckon he had to just run in a little bit to make it hit? Do you reckon it was a small hitbox thing? Like, again, that's a relatively new piece of tech we've seen from stunt double players, and we've not really seen Irish Madness consistently enforce it in the Pro League, so I've not seen it too much. But when it works, it works. Like, in the hard to blockable is a hard to blockable. So if you're putting someone in that sort of blender, then the power to you. But we just need to see it work a little bit more, I think. Or at least, even if it gets blocked, the fact that we need to see it work, really.
Well, the fact is it whiffed, which gave him that just a waste of a bar, really. And if Foxy got hit by that, he would have had to break, and that would have taken all the meter away. That would have put Irish Madness in a much better situation, because it would, it's all about read. Is Foxy going to dash? Is he going to do a telekick? Who knows? But either way, he needed that to connect, so he's going to remember that going into game number 2. But Foxy, a much more commanding neutral. We saw last week a lot of Irish Madness kind of just getting in there, and Foxy's going to make it a lot harder for him this week from what we can see in game 1.
Now, last time we saw Foxy Ops go for forward 2 to chew up these whiff down 4s as a punish. Haven't seen him do it too much yet, and no hit confirmed on the 1-1 by Irish Madness, unfortunately.
Oh, when he gets the stagger, doesn't opt to throw him into the corner. That would have been quite an obvious throw tech, so I think Foxy kind of calling that bluff right there. Oh, getting tagged by the very end of that nut punch.
Opts to break, but I say, unlike Foxy, he's let himself take damage.
Oh, Foxy sees back 1-2 hit, but he catches it in the air, so the hit confirm isn't going to connect at all.
Oh, wow. Very brave of Foxy to press buttons in between a block jump and punch, but it's going to work.
I wonder what he tried to do. I don't think that was intentional. Oh, the run. That's confidence. That's when you know that the opponent is sitting there blocking. Oh, and there's the interrupt. There is a gap there. Now, one of the things we did see Foxy do last week was a meterless roll to get around that. You can actually meterlessly get around that gap. If he does, I believe it might not work on meter burn, but at least the meterless version of that double uppercut.
The thing is, I don't know if there's a gap in between the straight kick version. It's only ever really when he goes for the uppercut.
I think it's the uppercut only. The straight kick's too quick, surely. Nice reversal there from Madness. This could be the momentum change he needs. Opposite just goes straight into the mimicry.
Oh, that was another potential armor bait. Doesn't fall for it though.
Foxy's spending a lot of time kind of just allowing jump-ins now, because it's almost like he knows that the opponent's going to just jump in with the kick. And that's going to be game. I mean, you can almost see the instant adjustment. He's pretty much being a lot more frustrating to fight. More size. We didn't see them much in game number 2, but it was just Foxy kind of just asserting what he wants to do. Now, he played very much last week off what Mantis was trying to do, and that's kind of where he fell short, where if you're going to let Stunt Double come in, and you're going to go, well, I'm just going to try and make a right read when he gets in. The problem is you've already let him get in for him to do that. If you're going to try and command that space and frustrate him beyond belief, which is what Melina does best, you're going to have a much better time now. Madness has to be really careful, otherwise he's going to go home.
I mean, this could be his last match of week 5. I mean, 2-0s, Foxy looking like a quick. I mean, that would be a really nice way to respond to losing in week 4. Is a 3-0 score in the run back. I mean, he did this to Sacron after Sacron beat him in Season 2, and he's on route for doing it to Irish Madness. But Irish Madness does get the first hit, which is good for him, because it means Foxy's a little bit far away from Breaker. If he can get a nice hit here...
Oh,
wow.
No. I think that might have even been a counter attempt to get around the armor. There's no other reason he would have committed into the nut punch there had he not expected some kind of reversal. Oh no, big damage. He still has got a double stacked.
But no stamina, so it's a question of how easily he can get in. Tries to go for that for the 4-2. Doesn't turn into the nut punch.
Oh, hello, that's going to be big damage right there. Foxy has to use the break. I mean, it's Melina, she's going to have breakers all the time. Oh, gets another throw.
There's the doubles, good situation for him.
I think Madness actually realizing in the other games Foxy was a little bit prone to do in those situations a oh, nice throw tech. Can't throw this guy, can't throw either of these guys. What's going on?
And there's the armor. Irish Madness tries to break. Match point, Foxy Grandpa. I mean, I just literally perfect play. Literally perfect play right there at the end of round 1.
Nice throw tech from Madness. He still has a bar, so it wasn't a waste. He's going to go in for that reload. Here we go.
I feel like when you throw Foxy Grandpa, you should always throw him the opposite direction to the way you should throw him. Because that's what makes him so good. He's really good at reading the direction you should throw him, which is why he takes on reaction with the button. But if you throw him in the opposite way that you should, it screws you over positioning-wise, but it gives you the throw. So it's like a really weird decision you've just got to make. So at last possible minute.
He's in a dangerous situation because he has to keep that meter to make the comeback, but he has to... Oh no, and there's the armor! Foxy running in, knowing... Madness. Now that was actually just a true 50-50. It just so happened to double up. You know, that's going to double up, goes hand in hand as an armor break as well. And Foxy is going to move on 3-0. Now, the thing is, we actually say that quite a lot. We generally tend to say that if you ever go back and watch tournaments, when Foxy loses a tournament, or even if it's not a matter of winning the tournament, it's losing to somebody in that tournament. If he fights them again, he does rarely lose. Foxy will never lose to the same player twice in a row in a tournament. He has yet to do that.
Unless you count someone resetting the bracket and winning, like we saw at
unless
Evo
you count that, for sure. Well,
and
Sonic
Madsen.
Fox. Yeah.
But
time.
I think it's more like if you fight them separately at different sets at different times in different tournaments. You know what I mean? Or at least in different sets. Obviously, Grand Finals, technically it's one set, even though it's a reset into a continuation. But still, I know what you mean, and that's what we've said before. I didn't mean to make it really complicated and convoluted. Basically, it's easiest to beat Foxy if it's the first time you've ever fought him in tournament. That's kind of, even though that wasn't for them, that kind of applies, really. I'm getting confused now.
Either way, Foxy's going to move on 3-0, and he is going to be our first Grand Finalist of the night. So I think he's definitely going to be happy with that. It's like we said earlier on, Foxy, he's done his homework and he realised what he did wrong. I mean, Matt has said he got semi-finals. He's put himself in a great situation. He secured himself 200 placement points, and we're over halfway there at this point. So the fact that he's sitting at number 4, and he is actually right behind Madsen and Sacron as well. Although one of these guys is going to move into Grand Finals, he's still going to be ever so slightly behind the top 3. You know, so when he's in that situation, I mean, he can't be too unhappy with it. I mean, yeah, it was 3-0, but at the same time, he's doing really well, and he has secured himself a comfortable amount of points.
It's now up to Mantis to do what Foxy just did to him back, or at least for the rest of the league. Basically, take your loss, learn from it, watch it back, learn as much as physically possible about what you did really. And there, just on a couple of quick seconds of assessing is armor. Gaps. He was leaving too many gaps where he shouldn't have been doing when Foxy had the bar. He was going for nut punch on prediction of armor when the armor hit multiple times and broke it. Like a couple of matchup dependent things that he wasn't doing last time, that Foxy wasn't doing last time, that he didn't really adjust quick enough. That really is what cost him that set. But like you said, still in a great position to make the finals. Got a nice chunk of points from this week. Still have week 6, 7 and 8 to go after this week. So by no means are we guaranteed set with our finals. However, Foxy Grandpa is in that situation.
He's pretty much guaranteed.
Minimum 75 points again today. Minimum 75. Sacron, Madsen, 2 opponents on the other end of the bracket that he has consistently beat in this Pro League so far in Season 3. Of course, that's not a knock against them. Madsen and Sacron, phenomenal players both in their own right. But Foxy's sitting there, minimum 75 and a good chance to walk away with 100 again, unless we see Madsen or Sacron pull an upset. But who wins?
That's the thing. Sacron and Madsen is going to be our next match. These guys are in this King of the Hill almost good to go, making sure they're all prepared and ready to go. But it's going to be Madsen versus Sacron. Again, this is also a run back. These guys gave us an absolutely amazing set a few weeks ago. 3-2 last round. These guys went through all of their characters. Sacron pretty much went across all 3 of his, with Katana, Kungjin, and Aaron Black.
We didn't see Bojutsu.
It was Aaron Black. We didn't know. We saw Shaolin.
Bojutsu. Maybe that'll be the adjustment.
It was an attempt, I think, to get around the clone, right? I mean, if he's going to go for Shaolin, it's because he wants those kind of low tools. The chakra is just going to kind of delete that clone, and also the fact that you've just got the natural range on your strings. Then made the switch to Katana, although I believe the set was Sacron lost as his Kungjin, so he switched to Katana to beat Madsen's Grandmaster, and then it was the switch from Blood God to fight the Katana, and then it was Aaron Black to fight the Blood God, and then back to Sub-Zero to fight the Aaron Black. It was just a crazy set of just constant switching.
Yes, yes.
That was it.
That is what happened.
I'm certain that was it. So it's going to be Madsen and Sacron. Again, these guys, when they fought, they went across all their characters, so who they're going to go with game 1 could be make or break.
I have a hunch that Sacron might be going straight into Gunslinger.
Maybe.
Because he did very well against with Gunslinger. He has a lot of experience against all of Madsen's characters with that character, and he had a really good showing. I mean, Gunslinger was what kept him in the set last time. I don't think Kungjin is the right pick for him in this matchup, personally, because that was by far the character that he lost the worst with in the set. But then again, he's had a good week or so, 2 weeks at this point, to really go and assess what happened.
He's trying it again. So Sacron is going to go for Kungjin, and Madsen...
This will be Grandmaster.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. You kind of have to... In this matchup, when you play so many characters, I mean, the reads and the mind games begin before the match does. The second you hit character select screen, the mind games begin.
I almost sort of wish Sacron would have hit his cursor as well to stop this, because basically Madsen hit his cursor, Shaolin, this will be Grandmaster Sub-Zero, I assume. If it is. Yeah, exactly. He saw, okay, Shaolin, I know how this went last time. Grandmaster.
Oh, starting off with a jump. Now, that was definitely the read of a clone. Sakron probably thought Madsen was going to go for a clone there, and that's what the instant low chakra was for. I like doing that on block just to get out the corner.
Now, that is not a safe way of setting up the clone, but it's a question of what does Sakron have to punish it.
Oh, the down one, the low chakra, just to kind of challenge that button press.
Oh no.
Good trade for Madsen. He's not really going to have the stamina. Tries to ever so slightly, doesn't get the stamina right there. Oh, low profiling the neutral jump punch. You don't see that every day. That's going to be a full combo into a hard knockdown into clone. Sakron has 1 bar. Is he going to spend it? Oh no, the clone whiffs.
Oh no, heartbreaking. Just the last couple of frames of the animation goes straight into the clone, back to the corner. This is really the worst possible way you could start in a set against Grandmaster. It's just back to the corner. You have less meter than he does. He gets jump-ins. Oh, another back two. Big damage incoming. No doubt go for the refreeze. Big 36% again. No, he's going to drop it.
Madsen drops it. That's so crucial. Oh, he's gonna go for that 50-50. Overhead's smash all the low chakra. It's one of the strengths.
Oh no, whiffs it. That's going to be a full punish. Refreeze. And again, Madsen with a clutch confirm.
That's a conversion I didn't even know was possible as of about this morning when I saw it. Oh, he's going to go in straight through the clone.
Wake up backdash.
Okay.
Not that good.
Sakron in a good situation. Oh, clean jump in. Madsen almost got it.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Maybe that could be the option he needs. Back one. Unless he's worried that back one's going to actually hit it. Madsen forced to break to keep himself in. Still wants to take this round. NJP clean anti, and that will be a very, very tidy round 2 for Sakron.
Madsen's going to really regret dropping that corner combo. I mean, it was meterless Kung Jin against Grandmaster in the corner, and by dropping the combo, completely let him out.
Well, I mean, look at where the match is going on right now. This should not be the way. If he didn't drop it, he would never have left the corner. And that's a
nice
wonderful air-to-air.
Fantastic way to challenge those jumps.
Gets the 50-50 right. Madsen blocks.
Oh, I
no.
love that! Just to read the jump, he ran in to bait the jump back. That would have caught the jump back as well. Oh no, he tries to punish it, but it is a meter burn clone.
Not a huge amount of damage, but it's the setup. Clone again. Back 2, good block. And there's a clean no, doesn't confirm into anything.
I don't think Sakron was actually ready for that. Oh wow, he gets hit by, oh no, nice clean air to it. That's going to be a refreeze.
Madsen's conversions into getting that refreeze in the air are unparalleled. Oh, that NJP could have been punished. That's a clean jump in. Sakron isn't going to be happy with that. Game 1 is going to go clean to Madsen.
I actually like that as well. We went for the restand instead, just to, I mean, like, don't even risk the combo drop. It was back 1-2, so plus on hit, anything after that was guaranteed. Like, it was complete free. So Madsen is going to take that. And it all comes down to, I mean, it's almost like playing Grandmaster. It's almost like playing Grandmaster for so long, you're getting used to find ways to convert every hit into a knockdown. I mean, we didn't see this a year ago. We saw Grandmaster players get a freeze and then go for like one kind of combo, you know, one sort of general B&B into splat, but those little hits weren't converted the way they are now. We see players like Madsen, Tom Brady, when these guys play Sub-Zero now, if they land a hit and you're in the corner, you're getting frozen, whether you like it or not. And it's just the evolution of the character. They've developed a style around how the character is to be played, which is get them in the corner and win the game on that.
And that's exactly what we saw for both rounds. The only time Sakron won was when he got out of the corner. And that, we say it week in, week out, because it will never stop being relevant with Grandmaster. It's just corner death. You need to get out of the corner at all costs. But the Sub-Zero player is going to know that. He's going to know that you need to get out of the corner. He's going to play on that.
That was absolutely a good trade for Madsen. Trade like a full screen. Oh no, nice freeze. Madsen just, his reads with that ice ball are on point. Oh no, that's going to... Oh, big damage that could have been, but Madsen is going to drop it. Oh, that definitely was a clone that didn't come out.
Now that's what we need to see, just using just the whiffed up kick by itself just to get out of the corner.
Oh, there we go. There's the jump back. This could be the start of something, but he has to literally stay on him. Meatless slide. Wow, Madsen's going to take round number 1.
It would have chipped. I mean, I understand. Seems really dangerous, but if it's going to chip your opponent, tries to trip guard. Oh, doesn't block it. Madsen going to get hit clean.
Keeping him in the corner now. Madsen hasn't really got the space to run. That's going to be another good hit. 18% though. I mean, that's the one thing about Shaolin. Outside of meter, damage output is very, very low.
He has to watch out throwing these chakrams now though, because one wayward chakram is going to get him cornered.
Yeah, one rogue chakra in this range is going to get corner carry into knockdown.
Oh clone. No, does a straight one should have been low.
We say it. Bad trade. Here comes the clone. Oh no, that Miyaban clone starting up so quickly is such a vital tool in a matchup like this.
I mean, this could be the beginning of the end times for this game too. Sakron stuck in the corner, throws another one. That could be a nice clone punish. Madsen opting not to break, going to concede this one. Sakron gets out of the corner, can not let himself get put back in again.
One hit and he's going to get put in the corner, so it's a bad situation.
Oh, now,
nice.
wow. Raw low chakra meter burn for a full combo. Again, 25%. Not a huge amount of damage, but still there. Nice punish. Madsen forced to break.
I'm not sure I agree with the break, actually. I mean, he's Shaolin. That would have done no damage.
I think it's just he wants to stop him from taking as much damage as possible, and that is so unfortunate to just jump into a clone like that.
There goes the clone again. Oh, good block on the low. That would have been massive damage.
Watch out, whiffing those at JP. That's going to be a clean trip guard into big damage. Sakron not ready to take that.
Is he going to spend his bar to get out? Oh no, he tries it again. The clone is going to be used. He runs in.
Let's not forget, Sub-Zero does have an armored launcher in meter burn ice in the corner. And that's close enough. Is that going to be enough to kill?
Not quite. Oh, that delayed wake up.
Oh, yes, is Sakron going to take this? Not enough damage. Is that enough? Only just. Oh, and there's the guaranteed block damage. Sakron clutches it out to 1-1.
That was, I mean, that delayed wake up was the start of everything.
As soon as Madsen held down his control, that was it. Game over. Game over. Does Madsen change?
I don't know. I mean, there wasn't the matchup thing. I mean, actually, the one thing right at the end there, when he got tagged by the low, I think that's the back one, he did a regular clone, and that's why he got hit. If he did meter burn clone into any button, he would have caught that back one. He just opted to go for the regular clone rather than meter burn.
Now, I like how, instead of Sakron going to different characters, it seems like he's really done his homework on this specific matchup. Okay, what does Shaolin do against Grandmaster? It's not what character is better at it, even though it could very well be Shaolin. But he decided, okay, right, I'm taking my best character, which is his Shaolin, I would argue. And how does that deal with Grandmaster? Because again, these guys have had a couple days to know who they're going to be fighting in the bracket, and that's a really nice use of the low chakram in the neutral.
Oh, and he catches it. Good trade for Madsen. Using the forward dash into... That's really smart. Forward dash into jump in just to save as much stamina as possible so that the actual conversion has stamina for the corner carry. Oh, no. Clean jump in. But Madsen not ready. Oh, no. What am I talking about? Of course he's ready. Gets the meter burn just for the conversion.
It's a shame he has to use the bar in it, but he can still manage to get it. Oh, I like that.
Armor break tech right there.
Occupies the armor with the down 3, so the ice clone gets the full freeze. Wonderful stuff. But he's out of the corner.
Oh, and that's going to be a slide into round 1. Sakron did manage to... I mean, he's not technically in the corner here. I mean, his back's to the wall, but he's not in the corner. Oh, tries trip guard. Madsen knows. Now spends his only bar of meter just for the counter poke.
Oh, staggers the one. Gets a nice throw.
Yep, that's going to be a conversion again. You'd almost think, why doesn't Madsen kind of run into 1-1 freeze instead, but...
I think he just likes giving himself the time to see if he timed it right.
Oh, and the timing. Speaking of timing, getting 2 clones in one combo.
Oh, no.
That was actually really smart awareness, knowing that the 1-2... Oh!
That's going to be a clean game 3. Wow. Madsen, very convincing 2-1 right now.
That could have been a throw tech. I believe that could have been a throw tech. Ouch. Wait, purple blood? Why is he bleeding purple blood? Is that just the glow of the
It's the moon, look.
Is that the moon, or is that double blue?
I think it's his chakram glowing as well. So I think it's the moon.
Is he an
and
alien?
The disc. It could be.
Was he an alien all along? Was that the truth?
Does it make Kung Lao an alien?
Was he Noob Saibot? Is that it? Is that what's going on?
No.
Damn.
Noob Saibot doesn't have blue blood.
He's got purple blood.
Yeah, but it's not blue.
So look at Mortal Kombat 9. He's got blue blood.
Yeah, but it's not. No, it's a different shade.
Either way, Madsen is 2-1 up. He has to win one final game, and again, Sakron going straight back in for the Shaolin pick. I mean, he has got tools to get around clone. It's just that I think he has other characters that can technically handle it. I just think that Sakron takes the most amount of comfort in Kung Jin.
I think these meter burn low tosses they're what are saving him and killing him at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have armor. He's just eating normals at the same time, throwing a bar away every time. When it works, it's like a genius move. But when it doesn't, it looks like such a waste.
Oh, but either way, Madsen just absolutely mauling Sakron in the corner. This really is token Sub-Zero. Oh, instant jump 1. Hell of a read, but it's going to pay off. Does fight his way out of the corner.
25% damage. Oh, gets a full punish on the backdash.
But he's not in Bojitsu, so it's not going to be a full combo. Oh, no slide from Madsen.
Oh, has to be careful. Oh, wow.
The range on that. Caught on the very end.
Just wasn't ready for it. Sakuran just wasn't aware. But Madsen, wonderful spacing. Bring himself to match point again.
Oh, nice use, low Shaka. Oh, no, he tries to get an instant dive kick, but doesn't quite get it. Oh, the jump back. Nice read on the jump there. That's definitely not worth a bar.
Oh, he tries to cross up.
Trying to anti-cross up Sub-Zero is a dangerous game that you rarely win.
Especially when the
Oh, he
penalty is
dropped it
king.
again.
But gets the clone. That's it. If you drop your combo but immediately get a clone on screen, like you're still salvaging it. And this is it. Sakuran back to the wall. Nowhere near a break right now. Madsen 3 bars to kill him with 1 hit right now. Is going to be confirmed. Maybe not from a clone. Not from a clone will do enough damage. Oh. Nice.
Wow.
Nice sequence. Very nice sequence from Madsen.
That was definitely a surprise way to take it, I think. Spend the bar, go in, meet a burn grab. I mean, just like, you're normally just so, you're almost going to be so ready for a conversion into a combo, into hard knockdown, the kind of conventional Grandmaster stuff. But in that situation, I mean, just going straight in. I've never seen that before. I mean, you don't really see it. You normally see, right, just take the hard knockdown into clone. But spending the bar, getting the plus frames off it, I mean, really well played by Madsen.
He just has a really aggressive Sub-Zero, I've noticed. Like, Madsen, he's really good outside of the corner, but he knows the corner is where he's going to kill you. So he's really good at getting you there, but his ability to keep you there, I think. Obviously, we've seen Sakuran was getting good mileage out of instant jump back ones on prediction of Madsen trying to jump, on prediction of him jumping in return, or a bit of a you know that I know that you know sort of situation, which, you know, the mix-up sort of becomes that at this level of play, I suppose. But just really good at getting you in the corner, keeping you there, and killing you there. But he is going to have to fight Foxy Grandpa in the Grand Finals, where no doubt we'll see Melina against, I mean, who even knows who Madsen's going to pick at this point?
Maybe Jason again. Or these guys play on stream all the time now. Madsen fights Foxy, and the guys go back and forth. I mean, Foxy probably wins the majority of the matches, I think, because it's a matchup thing. However, Madsen does strongly believe that Melina into Sub-Zero, it could very well be a 6-4 matchup. And basically what that means is Melina has the slight edge, and it's not even dictated by her tools, it's purely dictated by the fact that she has a small hitbox. The Grandmaster doesn't really like fighting small hitbox characters, and it's pretty much just the females that have those small hitboxes. It makes a lot of his conversions a bit harder. You have to sacrifice quite a bit of damage for that. So I mean, who knows? We're either going to see him go for Jason again, just for the kind of refreshing change to potentially catch Foxy off, or he's going to go into Grandmaster because it's just his most comfortable pick, and it's the character that he's put the most time into fighting Foxy.
I honestly don't think we're going to see him go Grandmaster. I think, especially if you've been watching Madsen play the last couple of days on his stream or on his archives or something, but he's been running the matchup quite a lot with Foxy's Melina, and it just doesn't seem to be going that well for him. I know he does take the odd game here and there, and in a 3 out of 5 setting, I know it really, you know, winning 3 games might not seem that daunting. Especially, you know, if you win 3 games in a small space of time in a set, it's easy to think to yourself, well, regardless of how this set goes, I know I won these games in that much. Like, I don't know about you, but if I were to beat someone in a set 3 games, and I know they're playing seriously and I'm playing seriously, regardless of how it goes, I will take those 3 games and say, that could have been a tournament. I'm capable of doing that. And Madsen has done that before in casual sets. However, it really depends on who he goes with. I think Sub-Zero, I think just by the sheer amount of experience that Foxy has fighting Sub-Zero at this point, I don't think that's going to work for him anymore. Kotal Khan, much of the same. I know they've been running that matchup a lot. Jason has still the surprise edge. I don't know exactly how much regular Jason experience Foxy's going to have, but that's even to say if Madsen hasn't been preparing some other character. Like you said, Madsen really plays a lot of the board. He's been playing some Johnny Cage, maybe some A-list. I assume there's a reason he's been playing A-list, so who knows?
They're both playing Johnny Cage in the button check. So while these guys get their match set up, we're going to find out if Twitter's been particularly active tonight.
They have indeed, and I'll get into that in just a little bit, but just a reminder for you guys at home, you can follow us on ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter if you want to keep up with everything from the Pro League, and if you want to get involved with the conversation tonight, send me your questions, predictions, whatever you want to say to me, you can use the hashtag MKXProLeague. We're also running our raffle again tonight like we do every week. Another Pro Player kit is up for grabs. There's some lovely goodies in there. You can go to esl.gg/MKXComp to register with, there. But So Danny Lloyd has asked you guys, would Sacron have been better off saving his meter for breakers given the damage output?
You kind of need that meter though as Shaolin to assert any kind of dominance. You're not going to win through meterless damage, especially seeing as like you're going to get around that matchup using the low chakra, the one that combos and will break clone and all that stuff. I think that if you're going to play Shaolin, you can't save bar, because if you do, you're going to have literally no damage. I kind of feel like Sacron had to spend that meter, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, he was using it on meter burn to get the hit in the neutral, really. He was trying to make it to go through the clone. When it didn't work, it looked like a big mistake. When it worked, it looked like the greatest thing ever, really. It's sort of that old chestnut of, when it works, you're like the best player in the world, but when it doesn't, you're like you don't know what you're doing, which is kind of the master of what Melina does, right? Like I've said before, and Foxy said this before him, he said it himself a lot. When you win with Melina, you make the other player look like they have no idea how to play the game, with a lot of, because it looks very basic, it looks very simple, even though there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. That's what it looks like. But when you lose with Melina, it's because your balls are getting punished. You know, your meterless rolls, your meter burn are getting baited and punished, your 50-50s are getting blocked, your dive kicks are getting blocked and punished, and you're just straight up getting hit. So it makes you look like a terrible player if you're playing the way Foxy does and you lose that way. But if you win, it's quite the opposite.
You're godlike. If you lose, it's because you look bad, and if you win, it's because you are the best.
That old chestnut.
I think that's the way Foxy plays, though. I mean, it's so simple. It's such a basic way of playing, but it's because she caters to that playstyle so well. I know that piercing Melina isn't the most popular of characters among maybe some viewers. I mean, like, she's not a flashy character. I mean, outside of potentially the corner combos, she's not a flashy character. It's very, very fundamentally basic, but it works. Now, this is double hidden cursor. Foxy, you're going to play. We know you're going to pick piercing. What are you doing? Madsen, I understand Madsen, but you're going to pick Melina. And they're messing with this mustard.
I mean, it's cool seeing the background. I mean, what faction is that?
Brotherhood of Shadow.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I've literally had the Lin Kuei background for over 12 months.
Me too. I wonder why.
What a coincidence.
Triborg.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be Grand Finals, best of 5. PND Madsen versus PND PXP of Foxy Rampart. Melina, probably, versus, I don't know who. Oh, Sub-Zero, of course.
Oh, and look, it's Melina. That was a huge surprise. That hidden cursor was definitely worth it.
Kept
off
us
guard. On our toes.
Okay, so that contests with the immediate back one. First hit's going to go to Madsen. Oh, spinning the bar.
And just a normal straight side, he just destroyed the clone.
Oh, but he has no meter to hit confirm that. Oh, and he's going to crush it. Foxy has to break.
Now, this is good for Madsen. Now, Madsen has said before, he thinks this matchup isn't horrendous purely because you can corner her and kill her. Just the same way you do it, but no, if you whiff down twos in her face, no, but a wonderful throw tech to keep him in.
Oh, that down three is going to make that grab whiff. Such a scary game for both players right now. Foxy's definitely always going to just use that standing side just to get rid of the clone. Oh no, but meter burn clone, it doesn't matter. Okay, so Madsen knows that if he clones, Foxy's going to throw a side to get rid of it. If you meter burn clone, you can punish him with the back two before he even finishes the side animation. Oh, there we go. Nice telekick there from Foxy.
That was a terrific read.
You can tell these guys play every day, can't you? I mean, oh, and there's the reactions once again.
Oh, tries to telekick.
That was definitely a prediction of a clone. Absolutely. Now the tables are turned. Madsen's in the corner.
Tries to contest. Back one keeps him on the ground. Throw to get it. At least he's cornered still. Still there, though. One hit. Foxy's got the breaker. He's going to have to get the breaker out of him as soon as possible.
Madsen's going to have to do double the work to keep Foxy in that corner. And that's the one element. Because the sides recover so quick, she is not going to trade with that ice ball ever.
Only had to use one bar for the reversal, 29%.
Has to hold the back one, the speed. Oh, no hit confirm. I don't think Madsen was quite ready. He is going to be ready for that back one, though. Foxy has to use the breaker. Putting him mid-screen. That's exactly where Foxy wants to be. Oh, a bit reluctant to go for the telekick.
It's because Madsen was standing so close to the clone. There was always the risk that Foxy's going to kick the clone instead of him.
Oh, Foxy's buffering it, and Madsen knows. Tries to punish. Oh, Foxy drops the punish. This is exactly what Madsen needs.
This could be the beginning of the end for Foxy in this game, though. He's going to get a breaker maybe near enough to the end, but if Madsen can get a nice X-ray hit confirm and take the damage out before she even builds it. Gets the clone. Oh, Mia burns it. Oh, no, it explodes.
Okay, clone comes out and block. Oh, that down too. Was that even intentional? Foxy almost gets it. Foxy with the block breaker. So smart. Oh, and he goes in with the back one too. This could be everything.
Get the restand. Throw her back one. Throw her back one. That's the mix-up.
Block breaker.
Block breaker. Madsen, so smart. Watch out for the slide. Watch out for the slide.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Foxy played that so well at the end right there. The block breaker was just so important. If he did anything else in that situation, he would have lost.
I think we've seen
anything
more,
else.
I think we've seen more block breakers today than we have in the whole Pro League for EU across all 3 seasons, I think.
I just think the ending of that game was played so perfectly by both players. They both did exactly what they should have done in that situation. It just came down to that final play. That final play which Foxy just clutched out right there. But I mean, Madsen clearly did fine. You can see why Madsen says that he personally believes...
Oh, hello.
Okay.
I mean, I did say he's been playing stunt double and A-list. Maybe this is why. Maybe he saw Foxy struggle with it and thought, well, let's give it a go. Let's see what happens.
Have they played this in casuals much? Has Madsen been successful playing this in casuals?
I have no idea. I guess we're about to find out.
Okay, we'll have to wait and see. Stunt double.
How you doing, Butterface?
That'd better be a compliment.
Best I can do.
Round 1.
No, Johnny Cage can do a lot better than that.
I don't know, they've added some rather controversial intros
Especially, well, I mean,
since Kombat Pack 2.
It's a shame we haven't got any Leatherface players, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Madsen just... Oh, okay, I guess he's got a stunt double. Oh!
And again, Foxy consistently tries to... gets hit between the 1-1.
But the instant air neutral jump kick, unfortunately, is going to let Foxy out the corner. Oh, no. I don't know why people challenge that. It's so plus on hit.
And once again...
Oh, nice challenge. And there we go, Foxy going in. And you can tell again, that might have been a meter burn, just trying to challenge the reversal, but I don't know whether that works versus Melina. With so no!
No!
Once again, the 1-1 whiffed! That's a hitbox thing, unfortunately. You have to wait ever so slightly because she's airborne. There is an animation that needs to finish playing out before she hits the ground.
There you go, gets his doubles up way too close. Back 1-2's going to cleanly punish it.
Oh no, that's going to be a hit confirmed from Foxy. Not looking good right now. Oh, wake up back one.
There's a whiff punish waiting to happen.
Good block from Foxy. He is going to be fuzzy in that.
Oh no, full punishing coming. No, doesn't get it in time.
Oh no, Madsen, either that was punishable or Madsen pressed a button. Either way, oh, he's going to whiff it. Here comes the plus frames. Oh, full combo. No, full combo, Madsen. So unfortunate right there. Foxy just waiting. No punish.
Gets the down 4 into the throw though. Oh, with that throw, is that going to take it? Yes. No, 1% left, but that's a dive kick. No whiffs.
What is going on? What's going on? Oh, the second that string was blocked, it was the end. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Madsen just kind of froze up.
I mean, he hasn't been playing this character for very long. I assume it was more of a, let's see if this works, then this is definitely going to work.
I doubt he's going to ride the tournament life on stunt double. He's probably going to change.
I would be very surprised if he stuck with it. But this is Madsen, like, he keeps surprising us with his characters regardless. Like I said, he could always try Jason again, but the problem he's in now is he has to win 3 games in a row.
Maybe he's handicapped himself. That was the ruse all along.
Maybe he does, but I mean, again, he's got to win 3 games before Foxy's got to win 1. What I said before about some of us have won 3 games in casuals in a row against some people and thought to ourselves, well, if that was tournament, I'd be fine. Madsen just better be praying that he's done that recently, otherwise he might be in trouble.
The thing is, you understand why he played stunt double for the matchup, but he did totally fine in game number 1. It just came down to that final play. I don't think it was a matchup thing at all. Oh no, that's not a good way to start it.
And he meter burned it as well. I mean, Madsen definitely playing a bit shaky at the start of this game 3.
Oh, and he jumps in. Does get the clean jump in. Oh my god, I do not think Madsen was ready for that.
No, clearly not. Foxy's going to get a nice life lead off it as well. And the meter advantage is up 2.5 bars. He's going to have 3 in no time.
Slight whiff. Oh, he's getting grabbed now. He is getting grabbed now. You can definitely tell that Foxy is in control of this matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, he's commanding the neutral.
Interesting.
But again, he had the breaker, so why not?
Oh, he gets another grab though. I mean, not seeing these throw techs anymore. And there we go. There we go. I think, you know what, Foxy, I'm pretty sure he's actually grabbing him in the opposite direction because he knows that you normally try and grab him into the corner, but this time he's not doing it. Tournament point for Foxy Grandpa on the verge of 3-0ing almost everyone. Oh, he gets the 1-2.
He's going to have the corner, but he cannot let Foxy out under any circumstances.
But this is one of the unfortunate tales of Sub-Zero versus small hitbox characters. You have to adjust your combos, which means that your damage is not going to be as high. He's just throwing everything at him. Oh no, that's a full combo.
Oh no, does whiff it.
But Madden reluctant to go in. No hit confirm into meter burn freeze.
Unless he wants to keep it for the meter burn clone instead, perhaps.
Foxy trying to run in for the punish. Uh-oh. Again, Madden thinks he's grabbing him into the corner, but Foxy's just grabbing him straight forward. Not afraid to play with his back against the wall at this point. Madden just trying to low profile everything he possibly can. Foxy's not going to go for the 50-50.
But yes, be careful. Throwing out. Could that be game? 35%. Madden forced to break. One more touch on this is going to be death for sure.
Oh, no punish. That's going to do it. Madden is going to tie up another round.
Keeps himself in. Literally by the skin of his teeth, keeping himself in. Madden 1 round away from at least giving himself a little bit of breathing room, but Foxy Grandpa is still a match point, so he's going to have to be very careful.
Oh, and he gets the freeze. We saw this 2 weeks ago. Madden was on the extreme back foot, and he pulled it through and at least won a game. And he was on something really special.
Empty jumps, keeps himself safe.
Oh, here we go. This could be the beginning. Has him in the corner, but again, has to sacrifice the damage purely because it's a small character.
Oh, doesn't hit confirm the back 3-3. Oh, nice back 2. Madden could be good here. Oh,
no, he doesn't get it.
Now that sucks. Foxy's clean out the corner, gets a full corner B&B.
Madden was playing so perfectly, but letting Foxy getting away with that one escape. Oh, Madden's going to block the 50-50. Put him straight back into the corner, but again, has to sacrifice damage. Is he going to make it count? He is not quite. Oh, there we go. Madden again. It's just like 2 weeks ago. He was on the extreme back foot. It was looking insanely bleak, but he got him in the corner once.
I wonder why Foxy opted to go for the meter burn roll there, though. Because the forward 3-4-3 is an overhead ender.
Unsafe on... It's unsafe on block, but it's more so the fact that
so is the meter burn roll, and it costs you bar.
It is indeed. However, I'm pretty sure in that situation, like if you're right, this string will have a natural overhead and low follow-up. If you throw on an extra element, you might not be ready for it.
No, I think I know what it is. Every time, and you guys can come back and watch this, and I'm sure I'll be right here, but the forward, whenever Foxy sees you block the overhead of forward 3-4, he stops it at the second hit. I don't know if that's punishable by itself. I don't know if that's safe, that part of it by itself, but we always see Foxy end it there.
Maybe he called the bluff on a poke.
That was it. Maybe he thought Madden was going to poke. Maybe he thought it was going to go for a down 3 and try chewing it up. But regardless, he did pay for it. Madden played patient. Foxy Grandpa tries to throw on a cross-up. Couldn't have wanted that. Madden's going to steal that first hit away clean.
This is literally a repeat of the other week when these guys fought. This is literally a repeat of last week when these guys fought. Oh, the lovely conversion just to catch the small character.
Gets it this time, 29%. Oh, catches a back too. Oh, we just get refrozen. That's so fortunate for Foxy.
Oh,
and
combos off the trade again.
But drops it though. Good for Madden.
There's the stagger. Again into the forward throw. Madden's always going to be teching towards the corner. Madden's just going to take that down one just for the plus frames, and that's going to be a clean round. If he can keep Foxy in the corner, he might have a hope in winning the tournament. However, Foxy sitting on full bar.
1 round away from tying this entire setup, and that was a wonderful read from Madden. See, he was actually still grounded as well.
Oh, another straight grab, another forward grab, but you know the second you try and tech towards, you're going to get grabbed in that corner.
But I'll take that. Like, yeah, sure, get grabbed in the wrong direction. 12% instead of getting cornered and keeping you in the corner versus Grandmaster. Like, definitely a good trade for Madden.
Oh, wake up, raw slide. Risky business.
I think at this point he's just trying to show Foxy he will not get walked all over.
There we go. There's the straight side just to shut it down. Nice 1-2 with a freeze. Foxy isn't going to quite have a breaker. He is if he gets tagged again. Yes, Foxy's going to take the damage.
Oh, doesn't go for the toe. No, gets it this time.
That was an interesting sequence. Oh no, and he catches it! Looking real good, Foxy. That's going to be restand into damage. What comes next?
No, could be grab here.
Oh, wow. And he cross-up roll. Tournament point once again for Foxy Grandpa. All Madden needs to do is get Foxy in the corner once. He's not going to have a breaker for a while.
Oh, and choose up the down 4. That's what we were talking about earlier.
But
he drops it.
Oh, there's the punish.
Oh, that was so good for Madden. Keeps himself in. Hard knockdown. Not a lot of damage, but gets the situation. Good block on the 50-50.
Good block again on that. Oh no, we're punished. Foxy's not going to be completely ready. Crucial. This is a crucial moment for Madzin.
That down 3, that forward one's just not working out for Foxy. Is that going to be a full confirm? No, that's a drop.
Oh
no, in the backdash going to get punished.
Choke.
Doc's a 50-50, gets the clone. Oh, used his bar though. Nowhere near a breaker. Throwing the kitchen sink out. There's the breaker, Foxy. No breaker left though. No bar to kill either.
Oh, he's going to get the tele kick into another mix-up. No stamina.
There's the throw. Madzin has a bar though. Gets it down 4. No, and there's the bar. Only just
it all on that Mia burn roll. And it is going to be good. Foxy takes the tournament 3-1 versus Madzin. Now, a couple of chokes. A couple of chokes there. I mean, Madzin, the chokes didn't cost him initially. But I mean,
close.
So unfortunate.
Close games.
So close. So close.
He keeps getting so close to taking a full 3-game comeback, which is something we haven't seen yet in Season 3 against Foxy. It would be so good, but I feel like he just threw a game away with Johnny Cage. Can you imagine if he stuck with Grandmaster the whole way?
We said immediately, like, it's not... That matchup doesn't look impossible for Sub. It doesn't. It looks like, you know, she's got tools for getting around your stuff, and when you corner Melina, I mean, it's tricky. I mean, yeah, if she does standing Psy to get around that clone, we saw a couple of times there where Madzin read that if I do a clone, Foxy's going to throw a Psy. If he throws a Psy, I'm going to hit him with the back 2 before the Psy recovers, and that's a matchup thing. That was a read. He was right on the read more than he was wrong on it, and, you know, he was playing well, but some chokes right at the end right there that they were costly. I mean, he gave up positioning, he gave up damage. He came so close to it, but it's not going to be a complete heartbreaker. Both of these guys have got so many points.
I mean, let's just take a look at the current standings. We've got, basically, the most important thing you guys and girls need to take away from this is the top 4 you see here. They're all got more points now. The placings, for the most part, are very similar. Obviously, Boki went out round 1, but still had looked at 110 points. Storm, again, he has his 25 from today. All of these top 8 places you see here already have their minimum 25 added. So all that's going to happen is Foxy's got more, he's still first. Madzin and Sakron. Madzin is now second, Sakron is a little bit higher than he currently is, and Irish Mantis is still fourth. But they are so close to each other now. Those top 4 are a safe bet right now for going to the finals. But there are 3 more weeks of points. There is 300 points per player potentially to go if they manage to win and take these last 3 weeks to really upset that. But they are a stable top 4 right now for EU. I think if you're going to go with CIS and EU and really bringing out the best in each, I feel like they're a really safe representation of how good EU is at this game right now.
Sakron's definitely the top CIS player at the moment. I mean, his results are proving that.
No contest. That cannot. There are so many CIS players entering the league, and he is the one consistently getting the highest placings. He's doing the best against the best players outside of CIS as well, just consistently and earning the title of top CIS player right now.
So, I mean, that was a really good set of matches. I think we are getting closer and closer every week. Foxy kind of getting that run back on Irish Madness. Irish Madness still placing well, getting semi-finals, giving herself a night amount of points. Madzin getting ever so slightly closer once again. But I've got to know, before that grand finals, what did Twitter have to say about it?
Well, they were actually all rooting for Irish Mantis tonight. There hasn't been very much Madzin hype at all, but I have a nice little question here from Swanky Jack just to round off the evening while I wait for a winner statement from Foxy, asking not necessarily your best, but who are your favourite characters to play in the game? Now, this is a nice little one if you guys don't know a lot about me at home. I play Katana. I play Katana very badly. I also cosplay Katana, but she is my fave. I just absolutely love her. Fans, the colour blue, everything. She's just beautiful. But I think this is quite obvious for you two.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean,
yeah.
I think they've kind of got us there. Triborg.
Well, yeah. Well, Cyrax, Sector.
Sector, not really Triborg.
Resurrected in the form of Triborg.
It's not quite Cyrax and Sector. It's a slight...
But it will do.
It will definitely do. Thank you, Netherrealm, for doing that. Right as I lose time to play.
Of course. So, there will be no winning statement today, but to be fair, I think we've kind of heard all there is to hear from Foxy at this point. I mean, he's going to be happy with it. Problem X Promotion's going to be happy with him. PND, as always, is very proud of him. Same with Madzin as well. Sakron doing really well for himself. Irish Mantis doing amazingly well, securing himself even more points. All of top 8 today. Huge congratulations on making it, but make sure you guys and girls don't go anywhere. You have NA starting very, very, very shortly, I should say, in just a few hours' time. Now, do we have anything to sign off?
Yep, just before I go, guys, remember if you want to keep up with anything league related, you can follow us at ESL Mortal Kombat on Twitter. And if you want to be within one last chance of winning the Pro Player Kit here, it's full of wonderful goodies. You can go to esl.gg/NKXComp to register there.
Brilliant. Well, that about does it for us. Don't go anywhere, guys. In a mere few hours, North America will be kicking off their top 8 with some absolutely fantastic matches and some world-class North American players. I am Ketchup.
I'm Mustard.
And you have been watching Week 5 of the EU ESL Mortal Kombat X Pro League.